Fuck it.
Not again. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. We are live and back at it again. We are the Wrestling for Life Network. This is a Feel Good Friday, and we do have both SmackDown and Rampage tonight. We got lots to talk about. We are on the eve of Payback and technically the weekend of All Out. We got so much to talk about. There might be a worm kicking around. We got so much to get into, folks. It's going to be a crazy night. Me and that pretty face have all the action, all the reaction. So strap in, strap on, grab your snacks, grab your feel good, put a smile on your face. Let's go! Ding, ding, ding. We are live. Like I said, folks, we are the Wrestling for Life Network. Thank you for being here on a Friday. We got so much to talk about. The wrestling world's a buzz. We just are trying to recover, trying to figure out what's happened at All In, and we're going to All Out. We got Payback. We got SmackDown tonight. We got Rampage, and we got rumors and stories aplenty. But as always, I am Mr. Every Night KJ White, the Iron Man of YouTube, and that's Big Nick.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, the Wrestling for Life Network proudly brings to you its YouTube tag stream champions of the world, the Every Night Delight, KJ White. I'm Big Nick, and do. And you can see us. You might not be able to see Cena, but at least you can see us tonight. Wow.
You can definitely see us. You can probably see us 7 days a week, most weeks. We do not go anywhere, folks. We got it all covered. And once again, I thank everybody for being here. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful week. I hope you put Monday to Friday to bed nice and easy. And we are ready for a crazy weekend in wrestling. Crazy weekend here.
Number 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Number 2, Electric Boogaloo. So, yeah, lots going on. I see a lot of people filling up the chat. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit the subscribe. I see new members popping up in the house. There you go. There you go. We will talk about that as well tonight.
As I say, Boss is becoming a member. Big Dog doing the I'm here.
I'm here. All right. Run.
I know we're going to get to the chat here in a quick second.
Yes.
Appreciate everybody. But how does Cena come back tonight? Does he just run out and do? Does he do a tribute? Does he come out of the Firefly Funhouse after the Firefly match?
I think that might be a reach in my head. I think we're just going to get the music. Like the show's going to start. We're going to get the pan crowd, the pan view of the crowd. And then, and here we go. That's what I think.
Does he do a kind of a tribute-y thing to Bray at all, do you think?
I think so. And there's been rumors that he's planning to do and or say something. So, yeah, I think it's quite possible that that's what's coming. And it makes sense. I mean, because of the history, the rivalry, what stood between, Bray and Cena for quite a while. And I know not everybody loves cinematic matches, but this one was particularly well praised, at least in hindsight.
I would say one of the best cinematic matches that has been out there.
It was a crazy match.
Probably really that and like the Boneyard match.
I love the Boneyard match. That's a good point.
Pause.
But yeah, I mean, it's outstanding. So I do believe that Cena's going to acknowledge something. Now, how do you feel? Now, apparently he's the host of Payback. He's going to host the night at Payback. And he's planning to be at Fastlane as well. So intriguing.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I had heard. I didn't exactly hear that he was going to be the host of Payback. I heard that he was going to be appearing at both shows and everything.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if he was going to. Do you think he just pops up and does appearances through this kind of tour? Does he actually have a feud, a story?
I think he might. And one of the biggest rumors I've heard, Mr. Nick, is it's going to be Cody Rhodes. Did you see the NWO Cena tossed around a little bit and it made me chuckle today?
I saw some people that were talking about Cena doing a heel turn, and I'm like, just give up on it. It's never going to happen, folks. It's never going to happen.
Fair enough, but I got two thoughts on that. One, if there was ever a time in Cena's career where you could probably go heel and it not mean what it did 10 years ago, It might be now where he's not as involved with the company. He's not as, dialed in. He can still be nice guy Cena, outside when he moves away. But let's say he doesn't have to go full heel. What if he just goes like real hard tween?
No, so the only way he could do that right now at this point that would make any bit of sense would be if he does The Rock, Hollywood, a-hole,
Like
John
go
Cena.
a-hole.
Well, he'd have to go of like, I'm, it's because you guys need to be back, or unless could you do it to where he just challenges Cody to where I thought you were going to step up and be the new me type of thing? Something a little bit like he almost did with Roman. Maybe he gets there.
I
That's
don't know.
supposed to do a turn, I'd say.
My only fear is if you run both of them kind of, baby face heavy, people might lose interest.
Well, that's why I wouldn't do it. But that's we already talking there. I already wouldn't do it. Mm-hmm. The rumor that I've heard and speculated and pontificated about is him doing something with like Grayson Waller.
Yeah, I don't love that.
A little bit akin to like what he did with Theory.
Yeah, because he did Theory, Edge did Waller. I don't know how much I love Waller and Cena. Like, I mean, I'm not going to get anything out of this. We already know Waller's a bit of a smart ass, can talk pretty good. I mean, I did have a bit of a reach and a bit of a fantasy prayer of what if Bo Dallas came out?
That would be a thing. I think it's A, too soon, and B, I've kind of made my thoughts clear on the sympathy kind of gimmick. Like, I appreciate it, I respect it, but it runs its course.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. So it will be very interesting what John Cena has to say tonight, how they started off, how they get into it. But yeah, I mean, and beyond that, we got a Rampage. It's a go home show. All Out is one of the craziest pay-per-views as far as how I feel going into it.
Ring of Honor presents All Out.
And they added a match, and the big news of the day, by the way, happens to be Dennis Rodman returning to the United Center.
Wait, no, keep going. I was doing the Bulls music behind you.
Yeah, I was trying to mimic it.
Yeah.
That's a tough one, though.
At small forward. But yeah, so we go from Punk to someone else who's known in Chicago and is also more prominently known for being dysfunctional and everything, especially in locker rooms and everything. Yeah.
I was gonna say another guy with locker room issues here. Now,
and another WCW alumni, by the way.
Listen, for anybody who gets mad about those who draw the comparable between AEW and WCW, Tony is not helping you. They are effectively doing what WWE has done to my defense of the draft. They are just saying, fuck you, and they're running into completely the direction that you don't want them to. Every little while here, he's very WCW, and it's right there.
He's very how I think a lot of us were as wrestling fans, if we got a promotion, but never developed past the age of just wrestling's really cool and I like my action figures and everything.
I like it because there's fireworks and cool songs.
Right. Well, and I have all my money, so I have so much money I can buy all the toys. I can buy all the action figures. I can have all the fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what we talked about with the uniqueness of AEW. Like, imagine you turn the clock back and Bischoff had an unlimited budget and it didn't matter what flopped, what didn't do well. They could just fucking throw everything against the wall and see if someone sticks. And they didn't have to worry about, a company pulling back their money, pulling back the funding, saying, no, we're not going to do this anymore.
Right.
If they were on that Tony Khan train back then, it might have been more than 83 weeks, or at least it would have been a couple of years.
I was just saying, that's an interesting question. That might have to be taken to court there at some point. Who would have done better with the funding that Tony Khan has, Eric Bischoff or Tony Khan?
I think it's Eric off the top of my head.
Yeah, give him the odds. I give him the odds.
Huge to see new members. We will get to this chat, folks. I see a lot of people filing in. Boston letting us know, and we appreciate the super chat as well. Remember, folks, we talk a lot, so if we're not getting to the clicks over here, click that super chat. We try and click 100%, and I know sometimes people getting a bit of a tizzy, but if we're not answering you, just use the super chat. We
I was
will
gonna say we do
definitely.
still halfway see you. We're just still also we
Yeah.
talk a lot. We talk a lot. We talk a lot.
We do, and the 4 lifeys and the super chat will always get clicked on. So
Right.
those are your 2 options and stickers.
Damien, what up? Kevin, what up? Bear, what up? Boston, what up? Here, I'll just start running through names. Big Dog, what up?
Yeah, go ahead.
Kevin again. Ronnie, what up? Todd, what up? Welcome back. Greg,
Todd.
what up? We got
Gregory.
Boston again. We got Joe, what up?
Joe Gary. We have 2 Joes now.
We're getting duplicates of everybody. We're becoming the Noah's Ark of pro wrestling podcasts out here. 2 of by Larry, 2 of by Joe.
We're the Noah's Ark.
Rob, what up? I noticed you guys wear blue on Fridays, but I don't see you guys wear red on Mondays. Well,
not true.
I don't at times because I get very blushy and very red in the face at times.
You go black.
I tend to, yeah. I try and dial it down to negate it.
Same thing. I mean, I don't want to sit here looking like a cherry. So, yeah, definitely got the black with the red logo. I've got a few of these beautiful T-shirts that you should go get yourself one.
Right. Thanks. What?
And yeah, go get your T-shirts. But we got them in a bunch of color codes, so that's what
we got. All the colorways.
Like
you can color coordinate your day. Yeah.
Right. We like to keep it fresh as possible.
Right. Clay saying, "What up? We got SmackDown tonight. What? Rampage. What? Payback tomorrow. What?" And he's cheering the Eagles. What? Go Buffalo.
Eagles. Yeah.
We got a heel. I'm gonna just call you Con, my guy, because I don't want to fuck up your first name.
There you go.
We got Krish. We got Victor was in here early as all get out here.
There you go. What's up, Victor? How you doing?
Yeah. Oh, see Boston right there. I was about to say, Nick, Nick, us always red. Oh, is always red. Yeah. I'm passionate about what I talk about, folks.
There you go.
Passionate.
Feels it in the face.
Right. There's only one big dog. I'm like Jackie Fargo. What? Often imitated, never duplicated, no pauses. Nick. What?
That's it.
They're preemptively getting in front of the gimmick now.
I like it though. Never duplicated, just duplicate.
We'll pause.
Wonder how this Jimmy Uso segment will go. Well, this is an interesting part of, and Jacob, good to see you, buddy. Right. This is an interesting part of tonight because this was put on hold for a week.
Yeah, well, yeah, this whole show was. So,
yeah,
be interesting, but it works kind of perfectly.
But here's the question. If there was something going to happen between Jimmy and Jay or Jimmy and the Bloodline last week to potentially lead into Payback, is tonight too late? Or do you just accept it for what it is because they were planning for 2 weeks, they only used 1?
But is 2 weeks such a big, is that extra week enough that even if it was 2 weeks that it wouldn't feel rushed?
With all the lead into it, no, not at all. This is an ongoing saga, right?
Yeah, but if you get Roman a bit of a stretch off time, you have this maybe.
I don't think this is so
fast lane.
I don't think it was Roman. I thought potentially we were getting Jimmy and Jay at Payback.
Oh, no. I know that. Yeah. But I'm saying you have this fill up the TV time to where Roman would be there. So maybe let it build up a bit longer and everything. I could see this being fast lane.
Yeah. Yeah, possibly now, especially under
Payback seems to be headed, honestly, by Seth and Nakamura. If you're following the WWE story.
Yeah, it's kind of the Raw pay-per-view.
Bit.
Right, a little bit.
Judgment Day, all up on the poster. They're the Puff Daddy of Payback. Right. They're all up in the video.
all up in the grill.
All up on the record.
Does the stream start once the show starts on that site? Generally, yes.
Yes.
There you go. Love it. The 4 lifey stickers. We're going to send out some new ones. We got tonight and AEW Rampage got that one. What's up?
Which, by the way, I'm actually excited for Rampage tonight, by the way, because we get the bounty hunter Brian Keith.
I saw you post and I was like, are you legit excited about this?
Yes, I am, because he's very much in the Texas area.
I know who he is.
Texas area. Yeah. I'm legit excited for it because he's a guy that I could see, especially in a company like AEW or anything like that. Maybe him mid-cardish WWE right now. I think could really work. Honestly,
he's just coming in to do a job and he'll be gone again.
I know, but I'm still
okay. I wasn't that excited about it, and I mean, I think even with the announcement of Dennis Rodman for tomorrow, I just feel like there's so much talent you have on your roster, yet every night we're seeing AAA talent, New Japan talent, retired talent, sports talent, move. Like, it's just, it is a never ending cycle of not using your own fucking talent.
A bit, but I mean, I'm still excited that we're getting Shane Taylor versus Samoa Joseph at All Out.
I'm thrilled.
And when that was the last time that we saw Shane Taylor, really, I mean, he's been tucked away on Ring of Honor. There's all these nice little pockets that seem to keep trying to sprout up around AEW's locker room.
Yeah, he came back and instantly lost to to Castle when he returned to Ring of Honor. So I was pumped to see Shane make it back. Right. Yeah, again, a little lackluster on a Ring of Honor Dark. But I think Shane Taylor's a guy that needs to be on the main roster. And if you give him, I mean, it would give so much purpose to a guy like Keith Lee if you put them back together from their stints together in the past.
Where Shane Taylor fits to me is Collision.
Yeah, put him on Collision. Fine. I think it is great. I think you could use this guy.
Oh, absolutely. Shane Taylor Promotions was one of the things that kept Ring of Honor pretty much going for a good bit of its final years.
Right. What's up, Dale? In case we missed you, we already got this big guy. Greg's in the house as well. Ronnie. What?
I was just saying, I see BJ, what up? Keyshawn, what up? Richard, what up? Alexis, get out of my swamp. What? AEW does not need Dennis Rodman. Stay retired.
It's a weird
come
choice.
on and get some rebounds. He's got to still at least get his 10 rebounds a game.
Are they going to angle him into something? Is my curiosity. Is this the replacement for Punk? Like, you're going to
not scared that they're going to lose their minds in Chicago if Punk isn't there. That
right?
Here, you won't boo local sports hero Dennis Rodman.
You got, yeah, like,
we couldn't get Michael Jordan.
You're going to be the special guest referee for the main event. Ricky Starks versus Ricky Steamboat.
You read Tony Khan's mind right there. You became a clairvoyant into the powdery mind of Tony Khan.
It's
right
terrifying.
There. That's 100% what's going to happen.
It's terrifying that it could be accurate, right? But I see it coming. I mean, and we've seen, like, we had one of my favorite celebrity moments in AEW history was Snoop Dogg's big splash, or not so.
What about Shaq through the table?
Shaq through the table was another funny one. But I just feel like there's too many guys and girls on contract with AEW not being utilized. Let's stop doing this shit. This is all the shit that you guys accuse the WWE of doing for 2+ decades.
This is why, like I said, WCW. But it's also this what happens when you have a pay-per-view followed immediately by another pay-per-view.
And yeah, and listen, I heard a lot of people online saying, well, they couldn't, travel issues and things happened and da-da-da. Well, also, why you don't have them 1 week apart, because shit happens.
Right. Well, speaking of pay-per-views, Jacob's out here asking, what's this current champ on top of the screen there? Yes, so we do have the Predictions Championship right above my beautiful head here. That now, does it get double defended? We get another repeat. You could win it in one night and lose it the next, know, because we take a prediction out of everybody in the chat. We have a cutoff and everything per match. Mm-hmm. And if you get the most right at the end, the pay-per-view, you become the current champion. So far, no retaining champion.
Yeah, and we are working on trying to make the prediction game interactive on your phone. And as soon as we figure that out completely based on numbering and such, might be easier to keep track of some of these records that people like to throw out.
Moving on up to it's moving on up. Now, if you wondered though, folks, why with the memberships and the super chats and everything, that's proof positive right there that everything goes back in the channel, how we can make it a better experience for y'all.
Absolutely. Welcome back, Larry Mack. Kevin's in the house as well. What's up, Steve G? I love it. Keep it coming, folks. We're almost at 50. Get those likes in there.
Right.
Oh, interesting. Sorry, just in time.
Right. Wow. I mean, made it just in time. It's about 9 minutes away from the kickoff of Friday Night SmackDown.
Let's go. Good to see you, Justin. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Cena kick off the show?
Yeah, I think so, because everyone knows he's coming, right? So I think we're gonna, like I said, I think we're gonna get the pan of the crowd, and then you're gonna get the maracas.
The maracas.
Right.
I still can't not call this man John Cena now because of this channel has ruined my pronunciation of
The
John
list
Cena.
of things that this channel has ruined in like real
Ruined?
life, ruined.
Ruined?
It's getting hilarious. Like even what and yeah.
Oh, my
Someone says
wife
yeah to me in
hates
real.
it. Hates it. She
Uh,
does not find me as
I
funny
want
as any of
everyone
you
else to
do.
get the visual I just got of Nick and his lady, and he's just whatting away.
Pause. Time out.
What?
No.
My bad.
Right, yeah.
What's up, King Nation?
Right, KJ. From KJ to KJ, we got Louie in the house. What up?
Louie.
Cat is swelling. Pause.
Yes, it is. Welcome, BJ.
What? That works
Not
too
helping.
well.
Not helping. Yeah, so we're getting into I mean, Luna and I talked about it. I think you and I have talked about it. Like I think because of everything that's happened as of late, this weekend, it's not like one of those, I can't wait. Like last weekend, we were like, can't fucking wait. This is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be cool. And here we are 7 days later, and we're like, or at least I am. Let's go.
Has it made us less excited for Payback? Because we know that All Out's right behind it, type of thing. Like if this was just Payback, you feel like it might feel a bit like a better weekend.
Maybe, but also the card for Payback isn't. I don't know what it is.
It's a very raw pay-per-view, like we kind of figured out.
Yeah, and maybe that's what my issue is. Maybe a lack of Roman, a lack of the bloodline, a lack of. I mean, we're gonna get some really good shit in there, because of the matchups. Like shit. Like I think this weekend on both nights, Saturday and Sunday, both companies have a potential to really overachieve and exceed our expectations and send us home in a really good mood.
Who do you think has the better chances of doing it, though?
Ooh, it's tough.
That you can let us know too as well.
Yeah, absolutely, folks. That's a good question, Nick. I think All Out has the biggest hill to climb. So if they can put, so I think it's more likely that Payback gives me what I'm looking for, and I'm kind of happy when I go home. But it will be a bigger accomplishment if All Out can do it too.
Yeah, but could it be just two guys like us though? Is the AEW fan base that solidified and that rabid that even if it's really obviously not a great card, that they'll still prop it up?
Oh, there is going to be prompting.
And that's not even that's not to say that if it happened with Payback, that would be the same. But I think AEW is known to be more prominent in that aspect.
No, for sure, dude. And I think for me, there is that potential for it to be a really good card. Because again, for guys like us, for a lot of the people in the chat, when you watch a lot of the wrestling and they tell you you're going to get a Samoa Joe, Shane Taylor match, you're like, oh my God, the average fan isn't going to be at all interested in that on paper. That's a match that you got to see and it's got to deliver. And I mean, the 8-man tags got a little bit of intrigue with FTR Young Bucks going up against the Bullet Club Gold. The Bullet Club Gold just seem to be Johnny on the spot. They kind of lost the story that they had at the beginning of Collision. And now they just show up for like, you need a bad guy.
I don't know, but I think they're like the rolling, kind of NWO-ish style faction. They're a little bit of like what the Bullet Club was for a time over in Japan, of they just kind of show up to wreck the day. Yeah. I think Omega versus Takeshita has the potential if they really want to. Potential, yes, it has the potential. It has potential and potential. It has the potential to be, the greatest match of the weekend, and it has the potential to be the shittiest match of the weekend.
It will be dependent on how they book it, obviously, but how they try and tie the angle into the match. If it's too, like we saw it when Callis before, like he was handing screwdrivers and not handing screwdrivers. And you're like, wait, that didn't make any sense. And they kind of step on their own shit by, kind of overdoing it. But I think that match is going to be a match to remember.
Yes, that's why I was hoping that it was going to have, the potential until my, tongue got the better of me there.
Yeah, no, I think both shows because I don't believe a lot of people are like, let's fucking go. I think if you tune in, you really have the potential to be like, holy shit, this is really good.
Maybe a little backlashy kind of vibe, because did we really expect a huge ton out of Backlash until we got there and heard the crowd response and we heard everything? You just got really invested.
Kind of pulled into it. Fair
now,
enough.
Backlash might have had a little bit more hype, but
right. Right now, I can only talk about SmackDown. Focus.
Well, because Louis out here. What do you make of the new U.S. Joshi promotion, Sukiban? I hope I said that right. Please don't come at me in the comments. I have not heard of this promotion. But I've broken KJ already. If it's a legit promotion, I haven't heard of it.
I'm such a fucking child. Yeah, no, that caught me off guard, and I'm usually the one that's butchering names and such, so I'm not even going to say this one.
Fair enough.
I'm going to make it horrible for everybody. I don't know yet. It's so new. We'll see. Is it just going to be like all the other outlaw ones that are kind of meh? Are they wrestling?
They'll just get sucked up in pause and become AEW's women's division.
Right.
Steve G, what up? TJ, what up? Louis saying it's legit. Well, cool. I haven't heard of it yet, my guy. We still think about it. We got WWE, AEW, NWA, GCW, XPW, Wrestling Revolver, House of Glory. Shall I continue?
UFC. So much.
Right.
Football. Guys, you're going to want to come to the Super Bowl party this year. It's going to be a fun one.
You said that literally as I was getting a soccer commercial. Yes, I'm American. Soccer commercial on my TV.
You call it soccer as well.
Well, fair enough. But so I was like, it just fit too perfectly when you like football.
I told you, Antique Roadshow. Here we come.
Give it time, folks. Give it time. That'll be That'll be the first members exclusive. It was when we're out here covering Antique Roadshow.
If Triple H is booking these shows, which I believe he is, it's leaving a lot to be desired. Yes. No, this has been interesting because I feel like it's too much of a blanket statement. Raw has been very meh. SmackDown's been pretty good.
I think Raw has gotten better. I don't think it's perfect by any stretch. SmackDown to me is very much still the prominent show. But I don't think it's nowhere near what we were getting before. We are now just expecting that every episode of either show is going to fucking knock the doors down because it's the game. He's got to book everything fantastic, right?
Yeah.
The Vince shield is gone now.
That's it. That's exactly what I was about to say. For the longest time when there was fuck ups, we just blamed Vince for everything. And the IWC would, Vince was clearly in charge tonight. And we'd hear other YouTubers just being, I know Vince was there. But Vince has apparently been on the shelf for quite a bit. And my biggest knock on Raw or SmackDown, but particularly Raw, a lot of repetition. Like, this is a company with a lot of talent, and we're getting the same people opening and closing week in and week out, and the same dynamic. But I am getting the start of the show, my guy.
Okay, I'll let you know when I get there. Right now, I got the end of a show commercial.
All right, I'm paused on then.
Okay, I have then now.
There we go.
Then
now. Ladies and gentlemen, SmackDown is kicking off. That is Big Nick. I am KJ. I'm sure you all know that already. But we have all the action. We're going to find out if John Cena is going to kick this one off. But an exciting night after an emotional week last week. Let's go. It's going to be a fun one, Nick.
Absolutely. I got them together right now on my screen. Fading out. We synced up good?
Okay. Yeah, we're beautiful. 3 weeks ago.
Right.
We're kicking off with a recap of the Bloodline.
Still, I save John Cena for the main event then?
I don't think so. Maybe, though.
He gets involved with somebody.
Or the start of the first hour, he gets involved.
Well, pause, accusations. But if he starts a feud or something at the start of in the main event, maybe.
I mean, again, my assumption was the music, But yeah, they could make us wait for it. They did it. Was it last time Cena was here? We didn't originally see him till late in the show for the same thing. because he ended up challenging Roman, right? So,
well, could they be getting their stuff that they would have gotten out of
last week,
like that they would have done last week out of the way first?
Maybe possible,
right?
It's called football, Nick. Nick. Geez.
Yes, Nick. It's called Nick. Meek.
Me and you were having some banner ones here tonight.
It's why we're live, folks. Why? Yeah, football, soccer. Why? Lacrosse. Why? Todd saying I have it on TV. Yes, I'm getting the Uso video package right now on my screen.
Yes, we are.
Small Mark saying Jimmy versus Solo at Payback.
Interesting. I mean, that could work.
Well, I heard tonight we were going to potentially, allegedly, get Solo versus AJ Styles tonight.
Random.
But no, then you could be setting up to AJ Styles versus Roman Reigns, and I'm fine with that.
Interesting, because you do need Roman. We got to find.
You need to stretch this out. You need some tread on these tires here.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they fucking run short here. Like they don't have much left, and now they're gonna have to prove us wrong. But people have been saying for a long time now. We've disagreed with it adamantly. This is one of my favorite super kicks of this whole Bloodline storyline. The hug. And then
we needed. You could do a tier list or a poll or whatever out there of best super kick out of the Bloodline story.
Right, that one was a good one.
Well, I was gonna say you've got Jimmy super kick and Roman. You've got Jay super kick and Roman. You've got Jay super kick and Jimmy. There's 3 right there.
Yeah, no, and I think that the one that takes the cake is I'm out.
Right.
Bang. But I think just the call on it. I'm biased. There you go.
It's not football, it's foosball.
Foosball.
That's the Canadian version of football. Foosball.
Yeah. I thought that was the really southern version of football.
Yeah, that too. I mean, well, Christ, we got Wrasslin in the name instead of wrestling, so I guess we're the southern version somehow.
There we go. And we're kicking
2 Northeasterners are the southern.
With John Cena.
No deuces.
Yo.
Dude. Have you seen a lot of people going around today calling him the GOAT?
Yeah, maybe. No. A few. A lot of people always do, no? You just felt like there was
I just felt like, maybe it's because he's been away from it. I just kind of started seeing it come back, and I was like, I don't know.
Listen, I'm torn with Cena because you got to remember a lot of Cena's success where they pushed him to the point where the fans refused to cheer for him was some of the worst times for wrestling fans and some of the worst times for WWE from sales standpoint, from pay-per-view buys, from ticket sales. I do think it's a valid argument.
The Andy Dufresne of professional wrestling. Crawled through a mile of shit and came up smelling like roses.
Yeah. Now that doesn't take away from what he did, but he was pushed in such a way. It's very interesting. I mean, people do it to Bret Hart. Well, Bret Hart's one of the GOATs. Yeah, but he couldn't draw as a champion, which wasn't necessarily true. Shawn Michaels, another guy that had that debate.
Well, it's so weird. He's very much such an iconic character when it comes to pro wrestling and everything, but he did kind of also set and break the mold of what it comes to of being the company guy, the babyface, the prototype, pun intended, of what Hulk Hogan. Well, think about it. He's always been the guy. And now any babyface, Roman Reigns dealt with it of being compared to being the next John Cena.
It's fucked up that Roman Reigns is the next John Cena.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though. It's like he became, oddly enough, to make the comparison, he became the Michael Jordan of pro wrestling because everybody was the next Michael Jordan.
True. There you go. Crowd's loving it. As we are from Hershey.
Pause. I turned mine up a little bit. Let me know if I'm too loud.
You seem okay? The Bloodline versus the Brutes versus the OC versus the Hurt Business. That maybe we just only have one verse. What's that? Only have one verse in there. Like make it a 4-on-4 or a 5-on-5. Don't have it fatal 4-way.
Well, he's saying at SummerSlam though, like you're going back in the past now.
Yeah? I was assuming Survivor Series.
Oh wow, vitamins, folks, vitamins.
My bad.
No, you're good. I was more my bad probably than anything.
Right. Now this will be interesting, Nick. Oh, he's saying thank you. All right, he's thanking the fans, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, setting up the heel turn. Uber baby face.
No, and too much powder blue. This man is ready for a Nickelodeon early morning kids show.
All right.
With fucking Paw Patrol or whatever. Bluey. I'm here not for one night only.
For months.
Because the the Screen Actors Guild is on strike, so I ain't got else to do. But we're not going to pay attention to that. Boston, am I too loud? Am I talking too loud?
First match ever in India? Okay. You're too loud, Nick. I think he's
I didn't know if I was talking too loud or you can hear
I
me.
think he's fucking with you. Who kicks off SmackDown? Jared, it is the one, the only John Cena. And he's the host of Payback tomorrow, confirmed.
Hey, remember who was the host of a show before they turned heel? Because they went to Hollywood. If you smell.
Now, people have pointed out there's going to be a Waller effect with Cody on it at Payback, I believe. So that adds to that dynamic of, well, John's going to be there. Oh, it all starts right now. So who's he going to wrestle tonight?
He's going to have a match tonight. Why?
Right. Ooh, a much-deserved break and on a holiday weekend. Glad to hear you are unplugging, big dog. Yeah, that makes one of us.
Not bitter at all. Not bitter at all. Not bitter.
Plug away, big guy.
No, we love what we do. No, we've talked about it. Well, no, we've talked about it to where we'll get off of here and then be like, all right, just let me take a pause. All right, you good to go again? Let's go.
Let's go again. Here we got music. Jimmy Uso with new music.
Oh, yeah. What in the name of?
Or the new start to the music.
Samoan Mafia did we just have play for Jimmy Uso here?
Yeah. All right. Are we going to get Jimmy versus John?
That's going to be so. Is this the main event Jimmy Uso kind of run here?
Could the main event of tonight's SmackDown be Jimmy versus John Cena?
Could we have it added to Payback? John Cena versus Jimmy Uso.
So random, but I'm in for it. I don't
care.
But
like I said, but you can't. You had main event Jey Uso go against Roman, so maybe you get main event Jimmy go against John Cena. I don't know.
Right. Welcome back, Gilly. How you doing? Cena Smart, the Actors Guild on strike. Yeah. So a lot of people made that correlation. So, and if the strike continues, he might stick around more. I mean, people like acting and doing their performances, and they also like getting paid.
But and I will just mention that Jimmy's out here. He doesn't have a Bloodline shirt on. He doesn't have We the Ones, anything. He just plain black.
Black on black tonight. Jimmy Uso has new music. All right, sounds dope.
What are they chanting? What are they chanting?
I don't know what they were chanting, but Cena just said spicy and vocal bunch, talking about what they would want.
Fact checkers, we talk too much. Let us know what they were chanting there.
Instant booze for Jimmy.
Oh,
what you doing here, John?
Cena shaved his head. Yes, you can't see the bald spot. I like Big Dog here. If Nick's too loud, you're too old. What? If we're too loud, what?
There you go.
They were chanting, "We want Jey." Oh, okay. Let's go.
So we get this match.
I will save my brother 10 times over. That's why I stabbed him in the back. This is, I'm sorry. Respect to Jimmy. Respect to Jimmy. Jay's better. Jay's better. He's better on the mic.
Overall, but Jimmy's not a slouch at all. In either regard, like they're neck and neck.
It's too convoluted.
What's that?
I said the story's not helping. It's too convoluted. He's like, I didn't want my brother to be an asshole.
So yeah, but that's not his fault. I got to grade him on the deliver. Like when you say who's better, it's not like he's just delivering the material given. That's not his fault. But Jimmy overall is just a smidge better in the ring, and I think a smidge better with the mic. But they're
You think
close.
Jimmy?
Jay.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, Jay slightly.
Yeah.
But I think the Usos have been underrated for that their whole career, how well they can talk.
They haven't been given the opportunity. Think about it, how long they were in the WWE before they were even on a main event or a main card of a WrestleMania.
All they did was dance.
It's called the Haka, goddammit.
Well, you got it, didn't you?
You said it, not me.
We went. Jay is what they said. No, I think they want Jay.
I mean, he got some of the letters right.
Right. Welcome back, Richard and Jason. Jimmy Uso has new music, but Jimmy said he wants WrestleMania instead of Payback. No, he didn't. Hey. When is
sorry.
Go ahead.
When is Cena gonna stop dressing like a 12-year-old?
Never.
He's the Joe Swanson of pro wrestling too as well. He's out here in all of the jorts. He is the Ned Flanders of pro wrestling.
Uh-huh.
Jacked as fuck, but won't do shit.
I mean, that's his look. He fell into it.
Choir boy.
His closet must look uniform.
No, it looks like a bag.
Well, it looks like a fucking rainbow, but I mean,
it looks like a bowl of Fruity Pebbles is what it looks like, to quote The Rock.
Jack and The Rock.
Pause. What the did you just say?
I love John Cena's new T-shirt.
That man switched the brakes and switched gears only too fast. Right.
You should just quit.
Oh.
Oh, Cena's a Kodo, right? Time for the glue factory. Whoo! My pops worked in a glue factory.
Whoa. Oh, and he's...
Oh! Jimmy up!
This is the super kick.
Jimmy down! We're going to get a match, folks.
Not a great segment, I don't feel. It was, hey, John Cena's going to beat the shit out of the heel.
Right? We got the F5. And it's... No, we didn't.
The AA,
no,
not the F5.
We got the
What in the name of Brock Lesnar?
I was excited. All came out. I wanted to call it the FU.
Yeah, that's true.
Good point, Nick.
I agree with that, man. Good point.
Reginald, I agree. Wait, what?
Good point.
KJ, any way you cut and dry it, Jimmy is not on Jay's level. He's that far behind, though. He's underrated. That's all I'm saying. He's good.
Well, he's good for a tag team guy. Jay's good for a singles guy.
I don't know if
as weird as that is, and I don't want to fully pigeonhole it, but we've got Theory and Waller backstage.
This is the team we need.
The team of D-bags.
Yeah, let's go.
All they're missing is the Miz and their douchebag trio.
Yeah, there you go. But this works.
Then you bring back LA Knight Appreciation Society.
I think you bring back Pretty Deadly and put them with these two.
All of the douchebags, all of the douchebags. Yes, I'm fine with it. I'm agreeing with you.
Right? We'll just have a douche parade every Friday.
It's always sunny in Doucheville.
Viva la Raza! Here comes the LWO, rumored to be getting 2 new members very soon.
What?
Sorry. The 2 background guys that come out like side jogging behind look a little comical to me, especially what's his face with the hat.
Oh, Joaquin.
Joaquin, yeah, he looked comical more.
Zima Ion.
There you go. And here goes Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, we're all building up to this for Rey of I'm waiting.
This
I
is
really hope you're right that Escobar just turns on him then.
now you're with me on the Escobar.
Well, I've been on you with it. I just
Okay.
didn't want to fucking have to go that path.
Oh, okay.
If they do it, I'm fine with it. I just A, don't have confidence they will, and B, I didn't want to take this path.
Yeah, but I
I
understand.
chose left, you chose right.
It's true. But yet it comes back to, we're going to meet in the middle. But
Pause.
Theory and Waller are about to take on the LWO as far as Rey Mysterio and Escobar. So this is going to be a good match. Folks, get your predictions in. We are going to our first commercial break. I will remind everybody who's listening right now, make sure you hit like and subscribe. Remember, we're back tomorrow, live coverage of Payback. And then back at it Sunday, live coverage of All Out.
I was going to say, well, even with Payback, we've still got Collision with the Worm.
I forgot Collision.
Don't worry. I think Tony does too at times.
And we get Dennis Rodman is returning to wrestling. And when you sent me today, you were like, hey, and you're like, yo, what's he going to do? I'm like, what can he do?
Right. Well, do we get him versus Karl Malone at All Out?
That would be amazing. It's so in all the wrong ways, dude.
DDP has been friends with AEW because of Cody Rhodes. So
it's true, but I don't know if he could do it.
They just do a yoga instruction class in the middle of All Out because at this point, that might be the most fucking exciting thing on this fucking card.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
You tried to have a defense. You tried to have a defense.
There's nothing. It would be just a kerfuffle. I don't know what any of them can do. This is going to be really interesting, but it makes me feel like we're less likely to get punked than I felt a day ago. This feels like supplemental.
Oh, you thought we were going to?
I believe I'm with a lot of people that just felt like there is no fucking way you're going to show up at All Out and not give that crowd punk.
Oh, yeah, they would. Oh yeah, they would. You're thinking that this company wouldn't do something.
I hope they riot.
Whoa.
Now, listen, I'm not advocating shit.
Of Mr. Every Night Delight, KJ White.
I'm not advocating an insurrection by any means, but I'm saying, these fans, would you not be pissed? You're from Chicago. You bought tickets. You were gonna see the fucking your hero.
You reap what you sow, though. You reap what you sow. You sat there and you booked a pay-per-view a week after a big show in the UK in Chicago. That even if you had Punk, is that your ultra safety net of? Well, that'll at least placate them so they won't boo the whole rest of the card. You still have to deliver. At this point, that so many shows have happened in Chicago this year, or actually this past 2 years, that they're either the most spoiled wrestling crowd or they're the litmus test for pro wrestling at this point.
Yeah, I mean, they have been them in Florida for a lot of those shows at Daily Place and stuff over time. But I mean, again, that's where we talk about sometimes the American crowds don't seem as lively, maybe a little, desensitized to a lot of what they see. But dude, if it ends up being okay, they finish the investigate. By the way, we will talk about this when we're on a commercial, but
which why we were talking about it all through a commercial.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying we might have to wait. Yeah. What the fuck are they investigating? Tony was there. You are now the investigation.
Allegedly.
If he was present, just make a choice.
Right, but that's the thing is, well, as I've got a Jeep commercial still, it still calls into question, Your Honor, if he was there actually, or if that's people blowing smoke out their ass. And it also calls into question that he can actually put his foot down and make a decision.
He has to. Clearly, it's becoming an obvious.
Has to and can do are two different things.
Well, and again, we go back to, much as I say he has to, I mean, again, we talked about he is in this nice spot, at least right now, where it doesn't matter. 800,000 people show up to watch the show, or 500. He doesn't, or 81,000. It doesn't matter. He just doesn't I'm just gonna keep rolling the show out. I got money. Don't worry. Again, maybe he doesn't have to do shit. Maybe he doesn't give a fuck to do shit.
But that's is stagnation the worst decision out of all of this?
I agree completely. Sup, Christopher? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Trying to scroll. Joe's back in the house. It's crazy. Same people who hate on WWE for working in Saudi are hyped to see Rodman, who's Kim Jong Un's best friend. How did that relationship? And I followed the story, so this is a bit rhetorical, but
Yeah,
what an odd couple.
right as we're back now, as they were giving us the theme for Payback, and randomly Stan from backstage almost put a cart in front of Jimmy Uso just for no reason.
Right, just mad. You know who I am?
Well, I just use Stan all the time because I constantly remember the HBK segment of "I just kicked Stan."
I just kicked Stan. I like that one. What's up, Bonkers? How you doing tonight? Good to see ya. Is Punk here tonight? No.
I don't know.
Awesome.
Yeah, we don't have any glass around. He hasn't thrown any of us out yet.
All right.
But so, who do you got, sir? Who do you got? Do you got Waller and Theory, or do you got the LeBeau?
I'm gonna take the bad guys.
Okay. Shit. Yeah. So yeah, Payback. We're getting Cody Rhodes as a special guest on the Waller Effect. Is it weird how much time they're giving to the Waller Effect? I know you're not a big fan of their talk shows.
It is. I think too much because again, they're long and they don't really come with a whole lot of substance at times. And I think you could accomplish what you need to accomplish. Like if they did it like a little, remember like they did with like Piper's Pit and shit, where it wasn't in the ring, it was like off to the side. Like if you could find, yeah, like if you could find somewhere like that's not in the ring and make it a shorter thing and get to your fucking point, maybe. But we're getting a lot of the Waller Effect and not a lot of Waller. And I get it.
Do it live or record it?
I'm okay with recording it. Okay. Every once in a while, do one live. I think we are getting like, you know, having 4 to 5 weeks have a Waller Effect is less effective for me.
Yeah, the effect is becoming ineffective.
Yes.
Yes, I see what you did there. But so damn, I guess I'll have to go Team Babyface, Team LeBeau here.
Right.
Well, so then that parlays into who do you think wins that Payback, Austin Theory or Ronald Mysterious?
Mysterio. That's why. Let the heels win tonight, and then Mysterio wins on because
yeah, you're not wrong. Like I said, it'd be really probably detrimental if Babyfaces win 2 times in a row.
Yeah. Waller hasn't had many like he had a good match with Edge, but he lost. Theory obviously lost his title recently. So I think it's a chance for the 2 young guys to get a W, and a tag match doesn't mean so much. And maybe there might be a little bit of funny looking between Escobar and Ray.
Fair enough. Wink. Well, could you see Waller and Theory staying maybe as a tag team?
I wish they would, especially being young.
Yeah.
Like if you added a third, it kind of has that legacy vibe to it without the actual lineage. But you know what I mean? The 3 young cocky guys.
You could do that with the Miz. Evolution is a mystery.
Yeah, right. But you could pull in someone like a Miz and kind of go that direction with it, Nick. I think they're good together. I think they both have enough similarities and enough talent. Plus, you're not relying on them being solo superstars forever. You give them a little time away.
You could get them at least while they don't have anything they can do solo, that they can do something together, and then you always can make a story out of the split.
Exactly. I'm completely okay with that as both men go to the outside and Escobar, Chuck and Ray.
Yeah, the assisted tope.
You know what? That's something that's gaining a little more commonality as of late is the assisted chuck over the ropes.
Well, is it to prevent? It's the anti-flop dollar move.
It's the anti-flop dollar.
It's the anti-flop. That way you can't have it happen because you're getting chucked.
No.
The only way you flop if you get chucked is if you get fucking suplexed.
Bro, I just got visions of Adonis standing there like this, getting run over by a walrus. Bro. What's up? Louis says Theory and Waller team name A-Town Down Under.
Now they have to face the Hung Bucks there for the naughtiest name. And then what was it? It was the Bang Bros that was on one of our
the Bang Bros. Yeah,
Bros.
It was Drew and Drew and Sheamus, the Bang Bros.
Yeah.
Dun,
have a naughty name triple threat.
I think we got a birthday in the chat.
Ooh.
Dun, dun, dun. Where is he? Maybe I missed it.
I got people responding to it. I haven't seen it.
Did he swear?
I haven't seen him say it. I got it. Bash saying, "Hi, Steve. Today is my birthday." Well, happy birthday, Bash.
What up, Basher? Happy birthday.
Right.
I hope you have a wonderful bash.
Pun very intended.
My dad is showing.
Congratulations. Happy birthday. Now you can buy your first legal drink. What?
There you go. Big day.
Right.
That's never happened. Everybody waits till the legal age.
Yeah, nobody at all makes a trip to Canada where the legal drinking age is much less than it is in the U.S. Nobody ever.
Right. If Escobar turns, align him with the Lobos. JV, and I'm not sure if we said hi to you yet, but hi. And again, there are rumors that it's going to be a short stint getting Los Lobos back together, which they did, and then they're going to come back up and be part of this LW.
Babyface, though. Everything I've seen is that they're talking about them being like the big babyface tag team.
It's been very babyface-ish, yes.
Or do you put them with Ray?
Try and help Ray against the
LWO. You get your tree on tree.
Maybe that could work, at least initially, because then they can
turn.
Because there's that opportunity to jump Ray, join them, and literally play it up of, yes, we have lineage, and yeah, you guys were happy about it, but you know what? We like this guy, and they were corrupted.
Be interesting. But that's the thing is there's layers throughout all of this. Everybody that thinks everybody just thinks WWE is just the Bloodline storyline. It's like, no, there's actual layers to it, and it's not just, hey, well, who's available this week? Who do I feel like texting this week? Tony Khan.
Right. You're not wrong. What was I looking for?
As I'm back from action, as I've got Theory getting whip clothesline into the corner on Ronald.
Yeah, I got the picture-in-picture replay. Ronan, welcome back. Punk got suspended for getting into a fight with Jack Perry backstage All In. Yes, sir. Unless we've been hiding under a rock, we're very aware that has taken place, and we still do not know the outcome of the investigation or any of this.
The fact that we knew about it live as it happened, it is very much a forgotten aspect of this, I feel.
We haven't, and again, you and I talked about this when people said that was the pay-per-view of the year. When people said this was the best pay-per-view we've been given from any company, we would still be talking about some of the matches we got. Oh my God, that blank match was so good. They weren't. They don't live up to the longevity test. They are not one match from that show is going to be nominated for fight or match of the year at the end of the year.
Even if it was, the fact that it's muddled with what happened backstage is a problem.
Yes.
However you fall on that fence post, whether you're pro AEW, you're anti AEW, you just like wrestling, whatever. The fact that there's even the conversation of backstage drama being more relevant than any match on that card of your biggest pay-per-view as a company to date, then that's a problem. That's an issue.
I completely agree. And part of me feels like the biggest moments prevail through the controversy, but I really feel like the controversy is the biggest moment. And that is a part of the problem here. So, and again, like you said, and regardless, it's a horrible black eye. You just put on your biggest show ever. It was All Out last year. It was one of your biggest shows ever. MJF was thrilled, and MJF goes out and wins the title, and it gets completely overshadowed as we get a hot tag.
I was going to say, as Escobar's got the hot tag after a tornado DDT from Ray, but yeah, it's so it's written like a goddamn movie. You couldn't do that any better. That literally to the day of almost the same type of weekend, the same type of event and everything.
Like I'm doing it.
That it literally it just happens again. It's you couldn't. They're fucking snake bit beyond snake bit. I feel
big kick out. Big kick out. Escobar looks phenomenal. I agree with Michael Cole on this one. Now that was part of my theory of where people said he had words with Tony. Now they're unsubstantiated, and Meltzer and Brian Alvarez are up to their usual pot stirring bullshit. But if it is true, like I honestly feel like by the time he got back, like some people talked about how much fun he seemed to be having in his match, and then he did the Roman walkout with the one finger in the air and the strap. Again, it's almost like he knows he's fucked, so he just walked through the backstage, told Tony off, told everyone to go fuck themselves, and went home and ordered some Nando's chicken for everybody. Like,
I mean, if I don't know. Did, fucking good on you, lad. Good on you. Like, I'll take it.
Like, everyone's talking about get rid of Punk, get rid of Punk. What if Punk got rid of himself?
But even then, what if he knows, like I said, regardless of whether Punk was right or wrong.
Holy shit. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
Theory just wasted Escobar.
As Ray Hurricane Ronazzi kind of dumps him onto the outside. So Waller with his little roll-in stunner like a fucking...
I hate it. And they go...
It's such a shit finisher as the D-bags get the win.
Yeah. There you go. Well played. There you go. I hope people are practicing for their prediction championship. I think I'm going to add to the screen there. But anyway, folks, make sure you're here tomorrow. The prediction championship will be on the line. So get your practice in tonight.
Yeah, this is your mock draft before the real draft tomorrow. But could you imagine though if this is complete conspiracy theory tinfoil hat of this is a long-term slow play. You imagine Philadelphia, you have Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. They won't take the fucking title off him. Do you think he probably went home with the actual belt? He's suspended.
That'd be the best shit ever.
And fuck it. They're going to know it's mine because I spray painted it.
Right.
So it's not a replica. It's not anything like that. Could you imagine? I'm sorry, Cody, respectfully, but you had your shot. You didn't finish your story. Sorry, you didn't turn your paper in time.
We got Mia Yim talking to Adam, and I might have jumped slightly ahead of you by accident.
No, you're good.
But Jimmy's here.
Yes.
You got Jimmy too?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm the J to your Jimmy. Why? Or the Jimmy to your, or the J to your Jimmy.
It?
Whatever. Jimmy to your J.
Okay, so Jimmy walking out.
Synchronicity.
Right? Jimmy's walking out. Mia's shaking her hand. And I'm back.
Mia's becoming the new Sonya Deville.
Is she? That'd be fun.
I don't know. That's kind of what it looks like. Kind of what it seems like.
And the Almighty is here.
She's got the blue dyed hair. She fits with the blue theme. It all fits perfectly. Speaking of fitting perfectly, does that suit fit Bobby Lashley perfectly there?
Perfectly.
So
looking
well
sharp.
tailored.
Looking sharp for sure. Folks, we are just getting into the second hour here on the stream, and Bobby Lashley is with us.
And also with you. I was going to say, well, because that scooter there on the right side there didn't fully go off quite so well.
Right.
A popcorn party.
Did you? Okay.
I got,
you got half his pyro?
Yeah, we got a pyro and a half.
What's up, Jordan Smith? How you doing? Keyshawn, if we haven't said hello, which I think we did. Colton Gunn, by the way, if we haven't acknowledged you yet. When do y'all see? I thought Jay would be back for Payback. Now I don't think that's the case. Fastlane?
Fastlane is probably where I'd guess it at.
I'd say
Fastlane and fast track this story, so we'll have it at Fastlane.
Bring them back at Fastlane. Build towards something for Survivor Series. We got to kill time here, man. If we're holding on to Mania, we need something.
Right, but could we have? That's the side plot. That's the B plot to Roman's A plot of say we get Roman and Solo, and they're dealing with the OC and all of that, while possibly Jimmy and Jay are still kind of fighting it out amongst each other.
Quite possible for sure.
James, what up, Sam? Pyrobotch, yes. Juice, Waller, in theory, good team. Yeah, could see it.
Could see it.
Khan won't let go of Punk just because of that. He knows if Punk goes back to the E, he'll make them a ton of money. Yeah, he'll sit there and shake Triple H's hand live on screen, and that'll put butts in seats moment.
Absolutely. It will be a big one. But here's the thing. I know that's a very easy sentiment, Joe. What if Punk gives them no choice? What if Punk does have them over the barrel in some way, shape, or form? What if it's a trade-off of, listen, Tony, I'm either going to walk the fuck out of here, or I got my lawyers on tap, and we're going to have a conversation about how this goes.
Your Honor, if I could approach the bench. Well, you talked about how Tony Khan already has enough money that he does not care, win, lose, or draw.
Do not care.
Makes, in the red, in the black, making a profit, losing. He's got enough money that he can still go and do whatever he wants. Could he just sit there and say, fine, fuck it,
I think so.
Just pay you to sit there and run out your contract?
Yeah, the writing out the contract, maybe, because the only way that would change is if Punk did want to get out, right? Now, on the assumption of if Punk doesn't give a fuck and he'll just sit at home for another, was it a year, 2 years? I can't remember how many years he signed originally. I think it was something 5+. But yeah, I think he could do that. I think that's where we're heading. Especially imagine having like a guy like Jericho with all his insecurity trying to get Punk kicked out of the company. Like always in Tony's ear. I mean, get rid of him, get rid of him, get rid of him. He's a cancer. No, Jericho, you're also the cancer. But that's
the thing, though, is it at this point, as we are in commercial break, by the way, is I'm getting, Boston legends Lenny Clark and David Ortiz on the screen, but for DraftKings hashtag not sponsored. But would it be at this point to where Punk just realizes of just fuck it, this is not going to work. They're not going to stop fucking with me.
Yep.
To where, fine, Tony, just fucking fire me or that, or I quit. I'm done. I don't give a shit anymore. And he forces Tony's hand he draws that line in the sand of the one that we already knew Tony is made of. He sides with that style of wrestling, which is fine. You want to do that? Cool. But beyond that, Punk will either ride off in the sunset like Clint Eastwood, or maybe he'll sneak over and, make the other company a couple other extra million.
Sorry, I'm distracted by like the most rocking bread commercial I've ever seen in my life.
So you got the same commercial.
I'm on the Boston feed, bro.
Welcome to America, bro.
That is the most metal
America bread rock flag and eagle.
Like that was
followed by a Dodge Ram commercial. I go and get Dave's bread in my Ford F-150.
Oh, that's fucking amazing. We got the OC on the screen.
Mia Yim's so animated. She looks like she's their fucking translator.
Wait a minute.
Like,
Jimmy disrespected me. Is this how we get AJ over to the Bloodline?
I told you.
I'll handle this. AJ's like, I'll handle this. Jimmy disrespected me. Interesting.
By walking in?
Well, he was rude.
Yeah.
That's how we're doing it. Did you just say popcorn fart? What? The Orville Redenbacher, my dog? Never heard that before?
Yeah. Popcorn farty with Marty. What?
It's a thing.
Yeah, you do, boo-boo. Don't come at me.
Ice cream bars.
Where are my ice cream bars?
Y'all making someone feel good. Bobby Lashley got the mic.
Has this always been, whether it been how he was with Impact with Kenny King and MVP and all of that, whether it be Bobby Lashley and the Hurt Business, all of that, whether it be Bobby Lashley right now, has this always just been best Bobby Lashley?
When he is in the right position, he is outstanding because he is imposing. He is a big man. He is an athlete. Again, even this, like he comes out, he starts off good, talking to the crowd. But then it's just he's such a nice guy. Like he's very.
But I think honestly, I know Luna hates it, everything like that. But the suit helps a bit here. I think it does, because rather than he comes out here in the, the shorts and the arm pads and, the headband and everything,
Yeah.
he comes out here,
Uh-huh.
looking slick as a gold
Oh,
tooth as he's calling
I
out the
need you to
profits right now.
recognize the Street Profit. They're still the Street Profits. They haven't been turned in.
It's not Bobby and the Profits. Well, it's technically Bobby and the Profits.
Bobby and the Profits. Slide up.
Right. Hey. But no, I like this whole, like I said, of Bobby Lashley fits into this type of. It's almost that bloodline-ish light a bit of he fits into that kind of style of he still looks super imposing no matter what. Even if he's not the greatest on the mic, you know that he could tear you from fucking, asshole to armpit and everything like that. So you're not going to really call him out on it.
Yeah, no, and I think it's good. I think him as the leader. I was mad that they broke up the Hurt Business the first time the way they did it, especially because it felt like it was going somewhere. And again, I think because I've heard Bobby talk about what the Hurt Business meant to him and why he wants to do it. It gives it that feel where you're like, all right, maybe not the most exciting promo ever, but if you ask Luna, she'd take a Bobby promo over a Cody promo. So what do I know?
She just has an issue with blonde hair, I think, or something.
I don't think she does.
Still, even then, you could have Montez Ford as your mouthpiece, 100%.
Who was throwing digs at Punk? I'm curious.
Who?
I don't know. But here's my crazy theory. Do you remember a few months ago, Punk just showed up at a WWE show?
No.
And apparently, I remember he was in the parking lot. Okay. Here's your conspiracy theory of theories. Okay, so he shows up, and rumor is he had some moments with Triple H. And in my head, this is what happened. Triple H said, "Can you get out?" And Punk said, "Maybe, probably." And H just said, "You got to go, but if you get out, let me know." And just left it at that. That was my the crazy side of it. Now you fast forward to now. I truly believe that Punk has enough in his arsenal that he could force to get his release or write it out. Either way, he's going to get paid. But I think if he really wanted out and to continue and to really stick it to where he is now, there is a potential for one of the biggest moments and craziest moments.
Well, there is one thing, if we do know about Chicago made Punk, that he is 100% litigious. Right.
You really think, like, any lawsuit for Tony's a bad move, because you really think Tony wants people prying into the ongoings backstage?
Right, he has enough money that he'll shut up and pay and just make you go away.
No, you just bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye.
Right.
And that's what I mean. That would be the craziest thing for me. I think that would be the craziest thing for the wrestling business.
I don't even think it needed to be a whole thing, which, by the way, the Street Profits are absolutely fucking killing this right now.
Yeah. If anyone's wondering, we got the Hurt potential business in the ring.
The Hurt Profits, the Street Business, I don't know.
The Street Profits needed this, so I hope they don't shag this up. I really felt like I was tired of them.
No, I think this is a trial. They're going to,
thank you,
maybe hopefully do close to this with Carmelo and Trick, which is another, I think both would be a great addition to this whole faction, and they become, I almost wish they were on Raw, and you had them on Raw, and you had the Bloodline on SmackDown. You had separate factions on separate shows.
Well, we do have the Judgment Day over there, so
imploding.
We'll see. We still don't know what's gonna fucking happen over there.
We'll see.
I got Lashley in what? Or just
versus Universe.
We're coming for it all.
Ain't no stopping me. No. And this is when you get Shelton to come out.
Yeah. Man, I don't understand, because Shelton's a guy that is great. I don't understand why he never found the way.
He was always one of my favorites. He's always one of my underdogs of 100%.
Yeah,
if I had a boy list or whatever, he's 100% on there. That man, super athletic, super everything. I would honestly like the gold standard Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, no, for sure. Smart Mark, who's Cody feuding with next? AJ Styles would be cool. I don't think it's going to be AJ. It could be. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
wait, do you need to pause right now because you're walking through the
I
gate?
was thinking about it actually, now that you mention it, but
I've been waiting for who says P-Knuckles first.
P-Knuckles? But KO and Sammy are here, so they're setting up KO, Sammy, the Street Profits.
I'm down for it. I'm down for it, especially Christ. Give me that payback. Give me it tonight. Either way, I'm down for it.
They got a match at Payback, right?
No, they have a match at the indie show.
Oh, wait, aren't KO fighting? KO and Sammy are fighting Damian and Finn tomorrow. Or yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, hold on. Let me confirm.
So I like this. I like for it. He's harassing them. This is good, man. This is good. And
yes,
you know
are correct. So you are correct. Yes. So I mean, if we get this still even tonight, even better.
Well, because I was correct. Enjoy the break.
Yeah, this man said shenanigans first, so he had to take a pause for the cause here. But so it looks like we're kicking off with Sammy and KO. Are we going to get them versus the Profits tonight? Because we heard, at least I heard a ding ding. Cena is the next biggest name after Brock. You mean behind Roman Reigns? We'll get Cena versus Cody eventually, then fight Roman again. I don't know, Marcus. I think. Oh, so we're getting KO and Sammy versus the other half of the LWO for the undisputed tag titles. Oh boy, howdy. If we aren't setting up for the Judgment Day to show up here, I don't know what. As I'm in a commercial break right now, folks, as I'm getting, the advertisement for the legacy, NFL championship and everything like that WWE is now partnering up with them and everything. Which, I mean, if it wasn't like that amount of money, I'd probably get a Buffalo Bills one. But as we're almost an hour through Friday Night SmackDown, we're almost halfway. How are you feeling so far about Friday Night SmackDown? Are you excited for Payback? I know we've talked a bit about AEW and All Out and everything. Of how do you feel about Payback? Is Payback the forgotten show amongst this whole drama between Punk and AEW? Kevin Zane for the win. Ronnie saying, do we have any good baseball players in chat? Kansas City are betting my 5-0 or beating who? Who is Kansas City beating? I don't know. I've given up hope on my Yankees, I feel, this year. Curtis, what up? Saying Sammy and KO for the win. Curtis, you haven't set the line on commercial breaks, and I think we're at least in like number 4 here so far. So it's interesting you said 4 there. I'm more excited for Payback than I'm All Out. Fair enough. What do you think will be the best match of Payback? I'll ask people that, because to me, I think it's going to be Seth versus Nakamura. I think that very much, again, has the potential to be match of the weekend, just knowing what these two guys could put on. Now, granted, I get it's WWE, so we'll see what they will put on. But I think it'd be interesting if maybe we play into the back issues, and maybe we give Seth some time to, go hug his baby girl and everything, and Nakamura's world champ for a bit. I'm down for it. Think Payback will be a better pay-per-view than All Out unless TK pulls a massive swerve and has Punk show up. Could he do a massive swerve that doesn't involve Punk? And I'll say doesn't involve Punk in that Punk doesn't show up. Could you? Oh no, I was gonna say, could you even tease, the Bucks and the Elite situation? But I feel like at this point, now you're just dipping too far into your own drama. So, yeah, shit. Really, what could they do outside of Punk that would show up, that would really change the card in a huge way? KO and Sammy for the win. I'll take Trish versus Becky. Oh, Steve G, fair enough. And in a cage match, dude. Raquel versus Rhea is going to be a sleeper match. interesting. Well, because they have a lot of kind of forgotten history amongst each other. They kind of tagged a little bit together during their early developmental. They, pretty much developed and came up through the NXT system pretty much the same to an extent. So I think that'll be probably Rhea's best match in quite a while, and for sure Raquel's best match in a while. As we're back from commercial break, as we're getting Sammy and KO versus Latino World Order, because we can't even give them individual names. They're just the rest of LWO. So let me know who you're taking. I'm taking, obviously, Sammy and KO. I mean, KJ and myself. Could Seth and Becky both lose and take a hiatus? That would depend on how much Trish would be staying around, which I'm sure would make KO or KJ, who doppelgangs and stun doubles as KO. I think that make him very happy, but I don't know. Could TK get Goldberg for All Out? Does Goldberg in Chicago really draw it unless you do Goldberg versus Ryback in Chicago and just watch KJ's head explode? I don't think there's anything you could do outside of CM Punk. CM Punk with a live microphone would be very interesting to do, of really set the tone in AEW. TOD, what up, John? What? Steven, what up? My God. Oh, apparently Trish is going after Rhea next, rumor. I'm sure you'd be plenty happy for that, sir. As KO with a 2 count right now. So do I, Larry Wyatt. If we can't have Punk, could we at least get Colt Cabana? That would be more of a passive aggressive ass statement than Chris Jericho coming out with a broken glass jacket. Is if you have Colt Cabana randomly make an appearance, like he walks out the Dark Order to when they take on I guess spoiler alert, the I'm Better Than You baby for the Ring of Honor tag titles at All Out. That's such a passive aggressive thing. Oh, pop-up powerbomb from KO. Pardon the pun, but they're not going all out for All Out. Yeah, not at all. 100% Steven. Trust me, I think TK had a problem a lot of guys do if he went all in too fast and then, I had a hard time making sure he came out all out. He don't want to touch you there. Pause. What? What did I skip, Larry? As KO gets the 1, 2, 3 count. So, Bashir Bottom? What? Is that what you were trying to get me to read there? Fair enough. I was going to say, you're going to do a whole bunch of comments. We got the super chats. We got the super stickers. We got all of that. In which, by the way, I know KJ is going to talk about the memberships and everything when he comes back. Yeah. I'm coming for the belt, Damon. Watch your back. Well, that's the thing is you could win it in the first show. You could be champion for a day. You could have, gotten, the keys to the Wrasslin for Life City of your champion for a day, and you might almost not even know it, and then turn around and lose it at All Out. So you got to be retaining almost. TK has nothing left for round 2. Facts. Yeah. Scroll back, Nick. You know it when you see it. Or you could just re-comment in it, because I've got Sammy and KO just calling out the Judgment Day right now, saying that they're for the biggest fight of their life. Do y'all think that Sammy and KO retain? I know they've had time off. They've had their pause for the cause because of injury issues and everything. Do they work well as double champs? Do we see the tag titles split? How do y'all feel? Oh, as we're getting Jimmy and AJ squaring up. So do we get, I know I talked about potentially Solo versus AJ, but do we get Jimmy versus AJ? Oh. Oh, and Solo jumps in to protect Jimmy from AJ. So we've got Solo and Jimmy squaring up right now. So they're trying to, Solo send a message trying to tell Jimmy, you not out the bloodline. As Jimmy says, no one can tell me, ain't nobody tell me nothing. As we're into commercial break number 5 right now. So maybe we do set up to AJ Styles versus Solo Sikoa. So interesting that Solo's kind of, the right-hand man, the bodyguard, the enforcer there for the bloodline, and shows up. Speaking of enforcers and everything like that, showing up to just, play goon on everybody. Just put everybody up into the boards. Pause.
Right.
But how do you feel? What did you think of Solo showing up, taking out AJ, and then him and Jimmy kind of have it back and forth?
Yeah, I mean, this is, you talked about the rumor of AJ being heading towards Roman and maybe the OC taking on the bloodline in some way, shape, or form. And this seems like how we're going to do it. I mean, now Solo jumps AJ. Now they got a reason to have a beef. Whether Jimmy's happy or not. Maybe Jimmy gets shoved in a tag match with Solo to take on.
I was just about to say, maybe you get Jimmy and Solo as a tag team.
Yeah, maybe.
And then Jay just really kind of he pretends he's away for a minute. He goes away.
Right. Yeah. This was a question for you because you weren't here on Wednesday.
Nick, I may have missed it. What's your thoughts on the new scissors belts? I mean, I'd be down for a pink, trios belt and everything like that. Me, you, and Luna can all have matching, trios championships and everything.
With the scissor strap for easy scissors.
But I mean, that might be a little awkward.
Oh man. Thank you, Dale. 2-0 says Larry. Theory and Waller, which one is Puss and what one is Boots, Nick?
Oh,
I think Waller's more of the Boots.
Oh no, Theory's
no,
boots.
Yeah,
Theory's
okay, I'll change that.
Theory's boots.
I pictured Waller wearing boots more often.
Waller's the fucking talker and everything like that. He's yeah. You get what I'm saying. Commercial break number 5. There we go. Curtis keeping us up to date. Curtis is our commercial break weatherman. Yes. He lets us know when all the commercial breaks are rolling in.
Absolutely. This is still a show? This thing still exists? The 10th edition. Holy shit. Sorry, I got a commercial for the voice.
You're ruining our chances to be on season 11, my guy.
Yeah, here we go.
I mean, I keep auditioning with, all of my, karaoke bits and everything. So,
right. The bloodline means serving Roman. Jimmy is no longer serving Roman. Deuces. There you go. Yeah, valid point.
It's like the mafia. Once you're in, you're in.
Ronnie, funny question, but we're not going to go too deep into this.
No, he's asking my quarterbacks, Josh Allen. I made sure to get that motherfucker in the first round because someone who I'm sitting beside here.
I told Big Nick before the draft.
If you don't take him, I'm taking him just because
he's yours. I messaged Nick before the draft and said, I'm taking Allen. He said, I draft before you. I said, okay. So Nick had to take him.
Right.
Styles looking like Roman's next feud. And JV's right. Solo pushed that man out of his body.
AJ Styles looking more and more like fucking Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
There you go. Those Pepto-Bismol Barbie belts, my dog. Come on. I'm shocked that you're okay with it. You hate
because they don't fucking mean shit. So
okay.
Why am I mad at it? They're like the WBC. They're like boxing championships to me. There's like 27 of them floating around.
Yeah, sorry.
This is the house that AJ Styles built. I like that we're going back to that.
AJ with a little bit of piss and vinegar. And awesome. Face-to-face with LA Knight up next. Because I think Nick's going to go face-to-face with a pause.
Pause.
I hate those trios belts. Listen, Boston, I don't love them. I don't. I mean, again, I think Nick has a point of he doesn't really care about the trios division as much, mostly because of how it was booked. But yeah, I don't love the belts. I know they're kind of cute and gimmicky, but yeah, the Barbie look and the built-in scissors. As we're getting a replay of Monday when Miz came out all LA nighted up. I mean, what? I mean, yeah. Where did Nick always leaves when it's like he leaves during the Dijacinator, he leaves during the what? Come on. Really into Waller at all. I'm not really into Waller at all. Don't mind Theory. Just need some tweaking to the gimmick. I think Waller has potential. I don't love how they've rolled him into the main roster. I think they could have found a better way to present him out of the gate to make him look a little more interesting. But I do know he was dealing with injury, so that could have played a factor into it, Bear. I do think there's potential. I mean, you look at the young crop that, between NXT and some of the young faces on the main roster right now, it looks like WWE's future is going to be pretty good. I mean, Theory, Waller, Solo's young. Dom Mysterio hasn't figured it out yet, even though he's hot as hell. Rhea, and so on and so on and so on. So, yeah, I mean, I think Theory's definitely ahead of Waller. I'm glad Theory was able to get away from Vince McMahon. And I do think he's a highly talented young wrestler. The only house AJ Styles built was TNA Impact. Fact. I mean, more so than SmackDown for sure. But I do like seeing a worked up AJ. The OC's been pretty inept. Wait, okay. I lost my Fox feed for a second. I got news for the Miz. If LA Knight is vanilla, you gotta be tapioca, Miz. Nobody likes you. LA Knight and the place comes alive. Say what you want, folks. And I know not many people are arguing this. LA Knight is over as shit, and the place is unglued at the sound of his music. Standing. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let me talk to you. Yeah. But Miz was funny. And we've seen Miz do John Cena. We've seen Miz do, who was the other one? The other name that Miz mimicked. Shit. Was it Austin? We've been on the night train before the train was even built, KJ. True story, my friend. Listen, I still go back to, we got to remember, LA Knight, when they launched 2.0, he took 2 pinfalls in the opening 2.0. Like, that's where LA Knight was once upon a time, and he never couldn't find his stride. And then he went through all that stuff with Grimes. They had good matches, but the whole $1 million storyline ended up not making a whole lot of sense. Let me talk to you. But yes, you're right. This train has been chugging along for a while, and I'm glad everyone's catching up. Yeah, everyone feeling it. Are they brothers? Are who brothers? Help me out. Solo and Jimmy are brothers. Why is LA Knight have Lord said on his AR? Good question. I agree. There's a lot of talent there, KJ, but it's presentation and the gimmicks that don't resonate with me. And that's perfectly fine. I get it. And there are certain things about Waller right now where he does feel immature. And I hate his finisher. I've bitched about his finisher many nights here on stream because I think if you took that away and made something better for him, probably going to help. But yeah, I agree. Like and then all these Waller effects haven't done it for me. It almost seemed like the Waller effect and his attitude was still better suited for NXT. But right now, we got LA cutting a mean promo talking about the cockroach-filled apartments. Wow, he almost forgot his line. He had a bit of a hiccup there. Why does LA Knight got that one and Roman is Superman ice cream? Pause. Yeah, I don't know where we got with that. We've been on the night train, got that one. Bunch of yeahs. Eli Drake has always came ready made. Listen, man, Eli Drake was great. What he did, even what LA did in NWA was outstanding. And again, I just felt like he got slept on, and I have no idea why. But this is good. Miz copying John Cena was classic. Yes, it was. I've been cheering for since Impact. There you go. A lot of people. There you go. To me, LA Knight really reminded me of Robert Roode, Bobby Roode, whatever you want to call him. But except I'm hoping that LA gets that push. I think the same thing. Like a lot of us were big fans of Bobby Roode, and then he hits NXT and the way, his entrance, the way he was, and then he got to the main roster and he never quite came to be. And I imagine his age was a part of it at the time, but I felt like they could have done a whole lot with Bobby Roode. So I hope they don't miss the boat. And it looks like they are trying to push LA, but he's getting the biggest pops. He's selling a shit ton of merch. I think he's asking if LA Knight and Miz are brothers. Funny. Maybe once upon a time. You know whose game it is. It's time to play the game. It's all about the game, how you play it. LA Knight and Miz. Okay. Need to see LA Knight and Cena in a tag team. Interesting. It'd be very interesting. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Miz says, LA taking a shot at Maurice. Real promos with emotion. Segments with purpose and meaning and feel. That is what I'm getting here. That's what I got from AJ. That's what I'm getting with this one. I like it. Even what Sami Zayn just did. Feel, purpose. And I think on Wednesday we talked a little bit about we were getting long segments that never took us anywhere. Like that Jericho segment with Sami, we started and ended in the same place. 10 minutes of nothing. So I like it. I agree with you, Mark. Yeah, I agree with you, KJ. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. No, Todd, thankfully they are not. Nah, Miz brother is too ashamed to admit. Fair enough. I am the wrong superstar for you. I am. There you go. He crushes dreams. Yes, LA Knight is over, but does Triple H see it? Yes. I think he has no choice. You have to hear it, right? You're sitting there in Gorilla and you heard what I just heard when LA Knight's music hits and that place comes unglued on Monday when you psyched the crowd out and they came unglued and the heat that followed. There's no way. I mean, everybody unanimously believes that Triple H is a really, really smart businessman, a really savvy wrestling mind. So he can't miss it. Yeah, and the Hangman Page comparable, I get where you're going with that, and yeah, kind of. Yeah, Miz and his wife copying Cena and Nikki Bella is where Shaky Nakamura debuted. There you go. Oh, that's right. Ronnie, we love it. We love it. Keep the likes coming, folks. We just had, well, I'll tell you in a second, but I appreciate that, Ronnie. And this promo is just taking my attention away, folks. So bear with me. Miz goes for the clothesline. LA cocks back. Oh, shot to the throat. Skull crushing finale. There you go. Good build, as Miz is going to lose tomorrow. So This is what you wanted. Passion, a reason to tune into the fight. And people, I know a lot of people hate The Miz, but you're supposed to hate The Miz. And Miz is getting exactly what you need out of this. Like, he is giving you everything you could ask for. You heard the boo when he hit his finisher. The crowd is not happy. You heard the boo when they realized it was The Miz and not LA on Monday. Now when LA beats them tomorrow, the crowd's going to pop. And it's spot on. But yes, so back to this real quick. I will say, you know, we just wrapped up August, September. Oh, wait, LA's chasing them. Never mind, folks. I can't get out of this one. They're still going. Yep. Commercial number 6. Finally, the show started. I'll get there. Boston. Favorite Young Bucks promo. Keyshawn, I'll get to that one too. That's awesome. But now we got the hired help holding the men apart. And here's Cole selling his ass off. There we go. So now we're going to a backstage with Bianca and how she got jumped by Bayley and the rest of Damage Control. I'd still like to see Bianca join the Hurt Business. I really would. I think it would be a nice touch. But we're getting that replay, and then I think we'll probably get turning my shit down. We're probably going to get a commercial following that, folks. But oh no, we got Damage Control coming out, so definitely a commercial. There we go. But I will say this: we just started September 3rd, I believe, marks another month of us being active and alive. August was our best month ever from a view standpoint, from a watch hour standpoint, from an average live viewer. It's been insane. We thank everybody out there for being unbelievable, for being amazing, for tuning into these streams, from watching as many minutes as you do. We appreciate if anybody even spends a second of their time giving us a like and giving us a subscribe. I mean, it's been remarkable. We're growing so fast, and we appreciate everybody in the chat. We appreciate all the members. We had a new member, Mr. Matt, jump in last night. He actually gifted 50 memberships out. I didn't see it at the time. I gave him a thank you on social, but it's just cool things, and we're rolling along. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Myself, Big Nick, Luna, we're working on bringing some other people into the fold, some guest appearances. Luna's working on more of her own content within the channel as well, doing some other live streams, maybe some retro look backs. So we're looking forward to that coming as soon as next week. Plus, we're working on our original content. We had to shelf the Wrestling Court for a couple days or a couple weeks, but we are planning to get back there eventually. But just thank you to everybody as we continue to roll. And I need a drink. All right, now let's get to some of these funny comments. I've never really been a Miz that much. LA Knight, hell yeah, huge fan. Like I said, you're not supposed to love the Miz, right? His job is to be hated for the better part of 2 decades now. So I understand, but yeah, LA is on fire. You can't argue. And when he decided to run up the ramp, the crowd's going nuts. Everybody's into it. Good feeling, good emotion, and I'm actually looking forward to that match tomorrow. Will it bring the house down? Maybe not, but it's going to be a good one. Wonder why WWE didn't see the potential in Knight when he was in developmental. I don't know. I don't know what the backstory is there. And you see all the old clips, and he's in the Triple H workout video. I don't know. I don't know what stopped them. And again, there's several people that have been up and down that road that they found reasons not to bring aboard for whatever reason. And there's been some misses. I think LA Knight might be one of them. Favorite Young Bucks promo. I will put this out to the chat. Anybody out there, what is your favorite Young Bucks promo of all time? Truthfully, if I just based it on AEW, I do not have one. And I think that was your point. It's a funny question. But if anybody can let me know of, when they did this promo, it was, it really hit home. There hasn't been many, if any. I cannot think of one off the top of my head where I'm like, all right, these guys mean business. For the love that all is holy, keep Cena out of anything to do with WWE television. Let him do charity thing. He's respected there. Stay there. Big dog. Why though? Right? It's not like he's coming in and he's now your top guy and he's going to take over, but he's a draw. People are interested, and you have an opportunity to bring him in for 7 weeks, run a little bit of a program with somebody, help put a shine or a rub on somebody. Pause. That works for me. I don't see why you wouldn't do that. Speaking of not doing that,
I was gonna say, why are we rubbing people? What? Pause.
Figured that'd get you back.
Yeah, a little bit. Well, I was halfway about to when you were talking and shouting out everybody in the chat and everything. I was about to start going into thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. But yeah, so we are getting AJ Styles versus Solo Sikoa here tonight.
Yes, and right now we got Bayley waiting for Shotzi. Wait, they're giving us Bayley Shotzi?
Hey, it's almost like half the matches on All Out could have been TV matches.
Wait, how did I thought we were kind of building?
I got a tank.
The TCB is back.
You down with OC? You down with OP?
You down with OCD? Maybe.
I think you definitely got down with
some
OCD.
Days.
Well, speaking of OCD, Curtis out here saying we got that 1, 2, 3 likes. Yeah, easy as 1, 2, 3.
A, B, C. Wait, are they going back to commercial? They better not be.
That'd be really fucking stupid. Shotzi out here with the spike punk rock.
I like it.
Yeah,
you know what she reminds me of? Liar, liar. What do you think of my dress? Whatever keeps the attention off your face. What do you think of my hair?
I think it kind of just fits with the look. So we've got a ding ding as Bayley literally looks scared.
Yeah, well, yeah. Now I guess, wow, this is new. Okay.
Retro look backs would be too sweet. KJ.
Yeah, keep a lookout for that. We got I think our near and dear friend Luna Havoc's gonna watch every WrestleMania live on the channel.
She asked for it. We didn't put her up to it. Just saying that for clarification. But yeah, no, 100% of, like we've said, it's big things popping, little things stopping up to something. Season never sleeps around here. Trust me, we're only just getting started, my guy.
Only just begun. We're still a baby. We're not even 2 years old yet.
Right, we're still in developmental. We'd still be out here in NXT and everything.
Right.
Shout out Baby Nate as the referee, by the way. There,
head scissors.
Charles Robinson. Whip into the corner.
This is good. I like Shotzi's look. I like she's changed up the way she moves. She, everything seems different about her. I'm wondering if
because there's some actual story behind it instead of just, hey, you're female, she's female, fight.
Yeah. And she is the proverbial scissor of SmackDown. Speaking of scissor belts.
Pause.
You can pause.
That was a mini Triple H tank. What the fuck? Yeah, well, no. He had a Jeep that he calls a tank. Just because it had some fucking PVC pipe attached to the back, spray painted green.
Well, it went down in the history books as a tank.
Well, that's the people that still argue about the, attendance for like WrestleMania 3 and everything like that. Just on reported numbers versus actual gate numbers.
Maybe we'll talk about that during the commercial because I'm perplexed, and I think I put it out to the crowd last night. I always feel like AEW has like an asterisk on their records, but we'll talk about it later.
Well, no, I mean they did have Billy Gunn, so they do have an ass. But I don't know about an ass trick.
An ass trick, yeah.
No, Trick's works in NXT, so they didn't have an ass trick. They just had an ass.
Right.
Ooh,
What Soho should have been.
facts.
Not bad.
Those two as a tag team, if you want a women's tag team division, there you go. There's a tag team right there.
And we head into commercial break, pretty big pops. Part of me wonders if Shotzi's change would have been better as a heel, but I like what she's doing here.
How do you do that as a heel? Like how would
you couldn't. You'd have to
getting her head shaved to a heel.
Yeah, you would have had to send her another direction. It's just the dark vibe of it, right? Like it feels like she'd be very suited to go after a strong baby face.
That's what works right now in pro wrestling. Honestly, I mean, Christ,
True.
look at Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's supposed to be your biggest female heel, and she's probably your biggest. She's arguably one of your biggest baby faces.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'll give you that. No, but I even like I don't know if you saw it, but like Bailey went for the kick and she kind of gave it the Matrix, but folded back, and it, like I mean, even the way she's walking, she's different.
Let's do it. Let me in.
I disagree. She's built like a 14-year-old boy. That's kind of odd, but maybe hot is the wrong word.
Why do you know that?
She's cute or attractive or something like that. And Bailey definitely looks like a Frenchie. There's a lot to unpack
way
there.
Too much time into that, my guy.
I
respect you, but you put way too much time into that.
I think Shotzi looks good, and she might not be my cup of tea, but she looks good. And Bailey always looks pretty good. So
they don't got to be your cup of tea to look good.
That's true. Gotcha, Louis. I haven't listened to any Sinead music. I can't. Nothing compares to you.
No, 100% though, and because I've heard it live and everything. Well, or at least heard at least them playing the song. Connor's and walkout music to where it goes from Sinead to Notorious. That if that will give you goosebumps, that will give you the goose pimples 100%.
Okay. I believe you.
Like I said, I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard it at least there twice, and even still, to me, I know it's not an actual Sinead song; it's a remix, but still.
The writers and actors strike is such bullshit. If someone like me or you who work an honest job went on strike, our employers would have us replaced in a heartbeat. I have paid no attention to this strike. I don't know what they're striking on behalf of. All I know is y'all are rich and I'm not. And so I agree with Dave to a large part.
Well, I was going to say that's one of those things of
I'll trade you.
It has not garnered any sympathy from either side.
What?
It's one of those of, will you make enough money? Well, tell us how we're going to make more money. It's like, how about maybe we make some of that money?
Well, there's millions of people out there trying to be famous and would love to take their place. So maybe we just make some movies with some new people because, you know,
The Chaperone 2, starring KJ and Big Nick.
The Marine 2
as the Chaperone. Oh Christ! Yeah,
the Marine 8, Marine 9,
the Waterine 1, the Waterine 2, the Waterine 3.
I'm watching a very good match between Warner and Mike Bailey in the background.
Oh, you're watching GCW. We tempted it. We talked about it. We thought about it.
There's lots going on.
It goes back to even Seth Rollins is even saying it. We're in a wrestling boom, and we're in it, and we don't know we're in it. Literally, we're having to turn away watching good wrestling because we're watching other good wrestling.
Yeah, and I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, honestly, the idea of Vikingo versus Nick Gage doesn't really tickle my fancy. No offense. Don't really give a fuck. I'm tired of watching Vikingo.
It's the ultimate clash of styles because one doesn't have a style and one uses all the styles.
You thought fucking Jericho Commander was a weird booking.
I mean, as long as there's a pizza cutter and some ring ropes, they'll have a match.
At least Shotzi's hair isn't green. That's something, I guess. Fair enough.
I didn't mind the green hair. I like Shotzi. I'm a fan of Shotzi.
Because they're overpaid crybabies. It's true. I mean, did you hear the Did you hear how Oprah and The Rock got themselves in a little bit of hot water?
Oh, you talk about this. I know you shared this. You talk
I
about
mean, it's
this. I
right
know
in
you
line
want to
with
talk
what
about this.
Dave's
You have
saying,
it.
and I hate this because it's a really good match going on. Bailey and Shotzi are doing really well right now. I'm
You're good.
enjoying
I'll
the
watch the
match,
match. You talk.
but it did make me laugh because you get a video from The Rock and Oprah talking about donating and fundraising, and again, it's tragic. And I expect, I encourage anybody that has a free penny to help people in need. But you're being told this by a billionaire and a damn near billionaire when they could just, here's $1 million, here's a couple million, here's a few million, and solve all the fucking problem. What are you coming to me for? Right? I'm barely making money. And all the money I make is being taxed. Well, you're not paying any. Are you fucking kidding me?
Because it's the good faith look.
Get the fuck out of here.
As TLD, I'll get there in a minute. As TLD says, the writers are on strike because they're underpaid, and the actors are on strike to look like they care.
Yeah.
El Hijo the Viking, I get to see him twice tonight. He's on Rampage in a tag match with Nick Wayne versus Kip Sabian, Gringo Loco. But that's a problem. That's a problem.
Charlotte Flair.
Oh, as Bayley was trying to get Io to use the belt. Just get it, goddamn belt. Well.
What is Charlotte wearing?
She looks like a fucking emperor penguin walking out right now.
It's an empress.
Yeah, right. Yeah, she's out there fucking SeaWorld ready to host
Charlotte
a fucking show with Shamu.
But are we like
everybody's in stop motion right now? Like, you still had the time to sit there and hit clock her with the belt and everything else like that. She's not fucking the Flash. She's not gonna book it to the fucking ring, especially in those heels.
A very clunky finish. The kick was botched on the floor against Io, and then the ref kind of had to freeze. Bailey had to back up to the rope.
It's paid by numbers. You know where this is going. You're getting Charlotte and Shotzi as a tag team versus Bailey and Io.
Dude.
Maybe Bailey and Dakota.
Right. Shotzi has porcupine hair. Give us Ready to Rumble 2.
No, because they did so well with Ready to Rumble 1.
Right. Facts. David.
Sorry.
No, you read that one already.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know.
No, you read Dave's one already.
Oh.
I
was just saying, of striking for residuals, they are not being given for streaming content that they write. Oh, good. I'm glad I noticed the R there in that word.
It's always bullshit when an elite level professional like actors and writers or sports leagues go on strike. You make as much money as you do, and you think you get mistreated. It's true. And again, if you're a really good writer, you make them pay. That's the way it is.
But even then, it's so weird. It's the same thing of like when we talk about even guys a bit like Tony Khan or Vince McMahon or whatever. They're in a stratosphere that just not like you have an astronomical odds of reaching that same type of level. Like they're in a different world that we won't ever get to see.
Nah, I have no time. But Vikingo.
Well, I get it, but they're dealing with money that we'll never even think about.
No. Now, this is an interesting point, Damien, about you seeing Vikingo twice tonight because he's going to be on Rampage and he's in GCW. I think this is part of my issue with what's happening with GCW, the Indies, with guys like Vikingo, Commander. We saw it with Minoura. Like, it's just you're seeing them so. Mike Bailey. Mike Bailey's the Kevin Hart of wrestling.
Little bit, yeah. He's the Canadian Kevin Hart. He's the Kevin Maple Leaf instead of the Kevin Hart.
Right? He's just taking bookings everywhere. They're underpaid. The actors are. I got that one. Or you got that one. 104.58 is the score for WWE stock so far.
Well, he's saying they're stocking, so I guess Santa's giving them 104 pieces of coal in their stocking. I don't know.
Oh, I'm just thinking those are really expensive stockings.
Yeah, that well.
You might pay that much to get a pair of stockings off, but maybe not on. Is Rampage live tonight, or is it taped? It's always taped. It's always taped. Ashley Flair is here, says Jason. We are in a commercial break, by the way, folks, and we are rolling through. We're coming up to the last half hour of SmackDown. We're sticking around for Rampage, and we will take your rating and your predictions as we go along here. So do not go anywhere. Be a friend, tell a friend. And man, do we got a weekend for you coming up as we take on 3 shows this weekend, plus all the residual side shows we were peeking at. So a busy, busy time to be a wrestling fan.
I was going to say, and let's not, deny the fact that we, are coming off of one of the busiest and busiest stacked weekends in pro wrestling with All In, preceded by, now I'm forgetting even what it was preceded by on Saturday.
What did we watch on Saturday? We watched, we had Emergence this weekend after.
Oh, well, yeah,
and Collision.
We had Collision as well on Saturday. And now we're getting Payback and Collision at the same time. And we're getting All Out. I'm excited. I know this probably is not going to happen.
Do you cheer for the Colorado Buffaloes?
I do. I was about to say. Well, no, I'm prime time, 100%. You got to be down with Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, 100%. I literally sat there and made sure what time that game started tomorrow and everything. It's like, okay, so I can just go and do this beforehand, go and grab breakfast, what have you, be ready. And then you got to watch, Pat McAfee on College Game Day. Why?
Yeah. We got Seth Rollins package right now, guys, and this is really good.
I told you, Seth versus Shinsuke is going to main event Payback.
I'm going all in on this World Heavyweight Championship.
Did he say that?
Yeah.
Bro.
We're just connecting.
Shots fired. I think this has him versus Nakamura has the potential to be match of the weekend.
Yeah, it does.
That match really does. And Omega versus Takeshita are the 2 matches I'm looking forward to the most.
Yeah, and I mean, I think there's something there with Joe and Shane. We'll see what that pulls out. And then
I just want big beefy boys slapping meat, so I'm gonna be happy no matter what.
Now the tag match, I think it's going to be a good match. I just feel like we've seen some variation of this tag match several times in the last 3 months.
The Young Bucks are involved, and they have not progressed. They've done nothing but regress since they've joined AEW, since they put their feather in that cap. So,
right.
We're getting Nakamura as well. And this is best Nakamura.
It is, and it feels authentic. And again, even with Seth, like, his hair is a little frazzled. We joked about it, lately. And again, it's not about like, you were my friend, now we're not friends. I want to be your friend. It's, I want to be the champion. And I know your back's hurt. I'm coming for it. You better be ready.
I know your weakness, and I'm going to fucking capitalize on
it. Who's Ashley? Joseph, welcome to the stream. But Ashley would be Charlotte Flair.
Right.
They are making Io look like a weak champion. It feels a little bit like Jamie Hayter right now.
A little bit.
Right? I want to see Io do some stuff.
But do we have to get through this to get to Io being super prominent?
Maybe. Her real name is Elizabeth. Elizabeth. No, I mean
Elizabeth. No, no, it's Ashley Flair or Fleur. However,
yeah. Camille versus Charlotte would be nice to see. I still want Jade versus Charlotte.
Yeah, that's the battle of the big beefy women slapping meat. Pause.
Right, like
double pause. Well, does Jade even come back to pro wrestling? That's a whole other question.
We don't know. What the F is she wearing? WWE just can't have a show without Flair. Well, you shouldn't have many shows without Flair. She's one of your best.
I mean, I was going to say, we have plenty of Flair on our show, 100%.
Why did I thought of Shenanigans?
Bro, 100%. When you took your pause before, I labeled it as you said Shenanigans one too many times. That's why you had to take a pause for the cause. So
right,
same mind.
Charlotte picked her outfit at Walmart. I don't know what the hell she was wearing.
By the way, it's a Pittsburgh Steel City street fight at Payback for
This is
the
gonna be
undisputed
good.
WWE tag team titles. So there are no rules.
Lazy. No, I think it's okay. We're allowed to have one.
But is that a cover up?
I don't think so, because I think they both can go, and they have a history. So
yeah, but you get a distraction, you get an interference. That's what.
Yes, I think it's
besides
definitely
the
setting,
match.
Yeah, I think that's setting that up for sure.
Victor, very much appreciate the super chat. 100%, my guy.
I
Did you
did
catch
not.
the Bray Wyatt neck tattoo Jimmy Uso got? All I saw was the Samoan shit.
I missed it. I didn't see it, but that's what Cody should get on the other side of his throat.
Would you rather have, and I know this might be a sentimental thing, of have Bray Wyatt's logo the same size as Cody's neck tattoo, or have Cody's neck tattoo?
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously going to get the sentimental answer here, and I mean, just visually, that's definitely his branding. So fuck that. Yeah. No, I'd much rather, if I had to choose.
I was gonna say, I'm watching the replay. I'm trying to look for it now. Catch and fly.
And thank you so much, Victor. We appreciate your generosity, man.
Right. Yeah, I'm getting a replay of John Cena and Jimmy Uso from earlier tonight. Could they still get involved at Payback? Because you still maybe, I don't want to say this leads to a match at Payback, but maybe this leads to a match on a SmackDown in between then?
Maybe, possibly. Solo's on his way out. So now I have a feeling like AJ Styles might be a factor in this whole bloodline story now. Like, we're going to work him in, and maybe he chases Roman for a little bit.
Oh, I think he does. I think that's why he's here. I think he goes after Roman. You're going to get away from Roman taking on Cody, taking on his family members. You're going to get back to him actually taking on challengers. And then you start to move back towards, say, a Cody or something like that come the Royal Rumble.
Mm-hmm. What is the main event of SmackDown, KJ and Nick?
Good question. As we're about 20 minutes away, and
this might be it.
Well, I was going to say, you worried about them going under? Could this be the main event and they go a good bit under?
They won't go under. I think the match, and then you'll drag it out, whether it's Jimmy, Jay, I don't think Cena, maybe. Larry never thought Bailey was that good. Oh, are you saying Larry? Are you telling Larry, or are you accusing Larry?
I think he's just stating that he never thought.
What if they put AOP with Nakamura? Interesting.
I'm not down with that AOP.
Okay, no?
No, I think you just I've heard the stories of they've been secretly signed to WWE.
They've been around. That's the rumor.
Yeah, and
I like the idea.
They can stay around. They can stay on the bench. They can stay on the sidelines. I don't know if you want to just pay them to fuck off. Fine.
But why? You don't like
my money.
You don't like them? You don't like AOP?
I don't think that there's anything that they could do with them.
Why not? They're gigantic. They're strong. They were good in NXT.
Yeah, and then you're gonna have everybody mention about all of their dealings and everything with trying to book shows in the UK and everything like that.
Well, they had a show that didn't work out. I don't think anybody. I mean, the casual fan wouldn't know or give a shit. I don't know what's wrong with AOP. I thought they were good. I didn't like them without El-Ring, but other than that, I thought they were outstanding in NXT.
Well, that's if you could recapture that.
You would hope so. I mean, you bring them in. I mean, it depends what you do. Now, if anybody knows how to book them, Triple H booked them pretty good.
Yeah, and he booked the Viking Raiders real good, too. How's that working out for you?
As far as where they've come, but they spent, 4 or 5 years under Vince? So, I mean, this is a different transition, no?
I think it's got it's much closer than you think it is.
Well, look what he's trying to do with the Viking Raiders now. They're heels. They're trying to make them something because he knows them. He's trying to work them up, right? I mean, they've been buried for how long before, while Triple H was still in NXT watching his guys get plucked and turned into nothing.
Yeah, but so you think that you can take another team that's been buried into nothing and then turn around and think that you can make?
I don't think they got buried into nothing though, and I don't think there's like
half the time they couldn't compete as a tag team because one or the other was injured.
But they didn't have much of a time there, like, or a run. I don't see.
That's the thing. You're banking a lot of that on hopium. You're banking that on potential.
I don't think so. I think they had a good NXT run, and then we never got them out of the gate in a.
Hey, doesn't that sound like the Viking Raiders?
No, not in the sense of the Viking Raiders literally have been in the fucking ring for years, having matches and getting buried. We never got that with AOP. It never came to be with AOP.
So you think a team that hasn't been having matches is going to do better than the team that's been having matches?
I don't get the comparable. Like, why would you not sign AOP?
To me, you're baking it on they had a really good NXT run, and they have not shown anything beyond that.
They never had an opportunity to show anything beyond that, my guy. They were never, they didn't last long. They never got out of the gates. They never had the run that the Viking Raiders have had. They never got the booking at all, not the bad booking or good booking.
Is that because they couldn't do it?
No, it was nothing to do with that. That was all that cycle where they went through all the budget cuts and got rid of 190 people.
They were the original disciples under Seth Rollins.
Yeah, but that was that cup of tea, and then they were part of the budget cuts. So they had their cup of tea, but
Buddy Murphy, who was in the same faction and everything, came out pretty well out of that. So,
but why would you? Well, Murphy ended up budget cutted too. The only person that survived was Seth. So I'm blaming the booking there. So I don't understand like what your opposition, like what you didn't like about them.
I just think that there's much more faith in what they could do than what I've seen them do.
I saw them be an extremely good tag team at one point. And again, when you're trying to build up a tag team division, I have no problem with them coming back into the fold somewhere.
I like Bears coming. Let's get ready to rumble.
I don't even know if I have it. We'll just do that.
No, that's the wrong one.
Just happy to cheer.
I was gonna say I gotta have a different background and be wearing a sweater and everything.
The odes will always continue.
Well, we ran our little Easter eggy intro for a week.
Yeah, up until Wednesday, I think.
Fair enough.
Then I didn't want to. It felt like it was pushing my luck.
WWE is tempting me because next Friday they're going to be in Boston, Massachusetts.
Nice. Massachusetts. Here's the real main event: KJ versus Nick. Ding ding. We're always the main event, my guy. Always.
That's the thing. At times we'll just argue of like, no, fuck you, no, fuck you.
Yeah. But like their matchups with DIY and shit, like you're chomping to get DIY back, and they're equivalently as shit as AOP based on the standard that you just said.
Whoa, no. You're not putting those words in my mouth.
Yes, sir. You are, but that's the standard you set.
No,
you got to own your own words. You set that standard.
No, I didn't say that.
How has
that's
DIY
what you read out of it. That's what you interpreted. DIY 100% is
how is Ciampa and Gargano been booked on the main roster? Like shit. And you said so you're basing hope
better than AOP
on NXT. You're basing hope on their NXT run, correct? Yes.
You're taking two NXT former world champions and comparing them to a team.
But I'm saying, based on your standard, I'm using your words against you. I'm using your words against you as far as how they've been booked and highlighted on the main roster. So if that's the measure, we are hopeful that the teams could get off the ground.
I'm sorry. I'm just halfway getting no, it was the one right above that before that. Oh, there we go. That distracted me. If y'all remember Alan Pegg from Married with Children, here's version 2, Nick and KJ.
There you go.
Love and wrestling.
Right. Can't have one without the other.
That'll be our two. When we do a 2-man show and we do live shows and everything, that'll be our theme.
Thank you, Keyshawn. Yeah. So there you go. Same thing. I mean, based on the standard of production in the main roster, you're telling me they shouldn't bring DIY, and I think they should, and I think they should also bring.
I'd rather see the APA come back than the AOP.
Yeah, good luck with that. I just don't get what your argument against AOP is, as far as them like. Like they were tag team champions.
I think it's bound, it's cursed. It's to me,
Why?
every time that they've been there, there was multiple times that they were going to get built up, and one or the other's gotten hurt. They've gotten snake bit. It's cursed. It's CM Punk in AEW. It's just not going to work.
Right.
You're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole.
Richard letting us know he picked AJ Styles, so we can move on from the bickering and get into. I did, like I said, folks. I love you, man. I'm just using your own words against you.
I didn't do nothing.
There you go. I hate when my two daws fight. I think I know where we're going there.
My two dads fight.
Right?
3 dads in a wrestling stream. Is that what this is going to turn into?
I think that show exists elsewhere, actually.
Oh,
bro. Oh, here comes Paul.
Son of a bitch.
Solo taking out AJ. We are in the main event, folks. We are rolling along. It's been fun.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. That got me.
Dude, Larry, I'm with you, man. I'm dying for an RKO out of nowhere. Every time I see Riddle, I get twitchy. Like, here it comes.
I hear voices in my head.
That's funny. AJ Styles got the advantage, so Styles wins and Solo loses because of the speed and hopefully no distractions. Oh, there's going to be distractions, Richard.
I was going to say, well, who do you have, sir? Do you have Solo Sikoa or do you have AJ Styles?
I think AJ needs the win.
Oh, as we've got Heyman out there on the entrance ramp. We're going to commercial. We got to be going to commercial.
I think unless it's completely kerfuffled, you can't have AJ go under to Solo. Then there's no point to continue the rivalry.
Yeah, AJ has to win this one. But does he? I think he's got to win it by distraction, underhanded means something of. It can't be a clean finish.
Victor liking that.
APA over AOP. Damn. Yes, 100%.
Well, if I can take fucking OPP over AOP, let's go.
Oh, you got one OPP? Yeah, you
right. But we are back in another commercial break. I think, Curtis, are we at 9?
1, little 2, little 3.
I feel like Io Sky needs to be Solo, and she doesn't really need damage control. I concur.
Mm-hmm. Run Solo.
Never mind.
or yeah.
I got AJ for sure. Nash is Dale's agreeing with Nash about the AOP. There you go.
Fair enough.
The cursed AOP are bound for the women's tag strap. There you go, Kate.
They're gonna take on Piper Niven.
Right, let's go.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Right, send them to Impact. The funniest episode was when AI accidentally shot the neighbor's dog while it was in the middle. Or Al. I read that as AI. That's so funny.
That's fine. I'll take
I have every
or Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
Right. I have an entire box set of Married with Children. I grew up on that. My kid brother, who used to be on this show once in a while, when that music would come on, he would stop whatever he was doing wherever he was and come walk and sit down in front of the TV.
Bro, that was you have no idea how much like Trailer Park Boys was halfway a religious experience.
It blows my mind.
Friends. It 100, bro. You have no idea.
Like the fact that Americans know what Trailer Park. Well, I mean, Snoop ended up on it, which was mind blowing.
No, 100% of one of my buddies. They had a mutual apartment and everything. This is going completely side tangent. It became a thing of we would go over there. We either watch the UFC fights together, or we'd sit there and just get stoned like biblical horrors and sit there and watch Trailer Park Boys 100%.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yes, I know. I said what I said. The inside part, outside.
Every time I see Riddle, I see Crackpot missing. It's User.
That's not nice. That's called a bong. It's called a bong and a blitz.
Right.
Bong. Cigarette on a waffle. Cigarette in the crepe.
Right. We're getting a commercial for the nice, shiny, brand new NFL belts.
So, okay. So I'll ask you this because everybody I feel like pretty much knows what belt I would get. And I'm not paying $500 for a fucking belt.
Mm-hmm.
What one would you get?
I'd have to look at them, but I think I'd get the Saints. Black on gold.
Now, you would just get it for the colorway and everything?
Well, I mean, I like the Saints. I mean, Baltimore, if the strap's black and not purple, but I haven't seen the Baltimore one.
Oh, it'd probably be purple.
I don't want the purple strap. I want a black strap with the purple inlet.
You don't want a Taker strap?
Yeah, right? No, go the other way. Oh, shit.
I was going to say, I'm either ending up in a blue or a red strap. What? Pause.
All right. AJ losing to Jimmy interference. Roman won't be around until probably Survivor Series. No rivalries to build. Facts.
Ooh, that's not a bad shout, though, if you have AJ lose and then he be kind of, no, motherfucker.
And he goes after Jimmy?
Yeah. That's not a bad shout, actually.
That's what I said. If AJ loses, he's got to get kerfuffled. He can't just cleanly walk away from this.
Whoever wins this match, it is not a clean finish.
Yeah. It's
Go Saints, Eagles, Packers. Riddle WWE's version of Jeff Coley from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah.
During her match, Bayley had no confidence in herself, just going through the motions.
Is that kayfabe?
I think that's kayfabe, right? It's kayfabe, but it's still real to me. Damn it!
Question?
Yeah, but it's a Meltzer question. Should we just label kayfabe questions now as their Meltzer questions or Alvarez questions?
Right.
Your opinion isn't the truth, and NXT had a live show that was filling the same arena SmackDown and Raw were. At the time NXT was over, and that's a fact. Boston's
you can't handle the facts.
You can't handle the truth.
Oh, I think it's this.
Oh.
If you want, NXT isn't main roster, and he did who he was in NXT and WWE calling. All right, wait. Married with Children was great. Yes. It's one of my favorites.
No, NXT has very much become its own. It's back to being its own third promotion, its own individual identity. It's what Tony Khan wanted to do with Ring of Honor, just has failed to do. It's at times NXT has been the best show of the week.
Pele kick. Sorry, Nick.
Very good. I got this step up Enziguri. Pele kick.
Daniel Gargano was one of NXT's biggest draws and earned the name of Johnny Takeover during NXT's best days, and he's great on the promos, best feud in NXT history with Ciampa. I disagree completely. I don't know what Daniel started with.
We interrupted the conversation.
Oh, it was the injury-prone thing. Yeah, just comparing the injury-prone side of things.
Fair enough. I feel like we interrupted a conversation.
Right. There you go. That makes sense. I'd be okay with that. NXT champs. Send them back to NXT.
Who would they have to beat right now for them?
That's a funny question that you asked.
I know. It's almost like we watch it every week.
Right.
It's
not Gallus anymore. It's
it'd be the family. It'd be Tony and
Tony and against AOP. Yeah. Hard hitting.
Yeah. Homie, you know me.
Dun dun dun. Meltzer doesn't know how to answer a question. Fuck. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's if you respond to something with an and an and about, that's all you really say. That's a Dave Meltzer response.
You know when he's trying to make up bullshit or trying to come up with bullshit because he just
Two
right.
Like we're live and don't as much as Meltzer does on recordings. Like, Dave, what the fuck is going on in your head?
I'm just on it. Doesn't HA have a whole team with him? Where is the OC? Well, right now, no assistance has come out. And again, we'll see. It's early. But the OC's been weird.
California. I feel like, we've had OC, OPP, AOP. We're just, as long as you're down with, us and me, we're good.
What's that?
You ain't trying to get me to fucking repeat
I
that.
don't know.
whole
I'm
shit
sorry, I
right
got caught
now.
up by the 2 count.
You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
Irony: CM Punk gets suspended for fighting during a combat sport. Looks kind of funny. What
Irony? They bring back a Chicago hero known for being dysfunctional in locker rooms to replace CM Punk.
Irony: you got in a real fight at a fake fight over real glass.
Real glass.
Solo's having a match, my guy.
Bro, the fact that we even know this just hurts my brain a bit.
Oh, the ref's getting pulled, and then Paul Heyman out here still. By the way,
I got to dump off the ropes.
I like it, Victor. I like it.
Oh,
Jimmy Uso.
Hold on.
The official never saw it.
Jimmy and the Cricket showing up here.
The spike. Yeah.
Oh, spike. 1, 2, 3. And so we're
behind.
We're 3 minutes under. Well, no.
There you go.
Okay. I know I'm behind.
Meltzer gets by on ambiguity. That way if he get wait.
Oh, Solo going. Oh,
Solo got Jimmy.
Oh, and Heyman's no. So we've got an allegiance. We've got alliance.
Jimmy's still in. The crowd booing the non-fight.
Is all around, Ricky.
Bet Cross interfere. Oh shit! Down go AJ.
What? Oh, super kick.
Ooh.
So we're setting up to next week, Jimmy versus AJ. That's what we're doing.
Do it tomorrow.
Uso splash. As Jimmy's just still staring
finger
at
up.
Solo.
Pause.
What?
I said finger up.
Pause. Take that finger and make sure
he's
you hit
calling
the
Roman Reigns. Call Roman Reigns.
It's the Samoan signal. That's what it is. It's the Samoan signal. It's the Roman signal. You just got to put the one finger up in the air. And that's how you know Roman's alert in his cave.
Well, there you go. We have concluded. That is SmackDown for the night. We go off the air with Jimmy with his finger in the air, waving it like he just don't care. Paul walking out with Solo, calling Roman. AJ splattered by a frog splash in the ring. Folks, we will take your rating out of 10 on the show. We will take your predictions as we move into Rampage. We're not going anywhere. Keep the chat going. Keep it coming. Be a friend. Tell a friend. Nick, I enjoyed SmackDown tonight. What a pause. What's going on, Chef?
What up? Yeah, no, 100%. It was a solid episode of SmackDown. Not, a world beater. Not the greatest thing to write home about, but it was a solid episode. It was a good weekly television.
I thought the matches were pretty good. I enjoyed most of the matches tonight. I even thought I really enjoyed Shotzi and Bayley for the most part. The end sucked, but other than the end.
That's your interesting match of the night?
No. I think AJ Solo gets that nod.
Fair enough. Yeah, Larry saying it 7 out of 10. Todd saying 8.5. Big Dog 7 out of 10. I'd give it an 8 if it wasn't for Cena being there. Dun, 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 dun. He really just kind of shut up and said, "I'll be the host of your pay-per-views," and then pissed off.
And again, a lot of rumors about what he's going to do. We don't have any more indication of what it might be, if anything.
Fair enough. Joe giving it a 7, 7.5. Zappy giving it a 9 out of 10. Zappy, at least you weren't the only, you weren't the Zappy release from the Patriots. So glad to see you're still kicking. 6.4, probably get a 7 out of 10. AB, I think it was Angle on his podcast that said the writers are freaking out of how close to the Bloodline story. What?
Yeah. 7 out of 10.
7.5, 7 out of 10. Fast-paced SmackDown had a lot going on. Absolutely. Brooklyn Joker, what up, my guy? I'm calling it right now on Tuesday. Kiana James is all right. You take over. You can have that. That is what I'm mad at.
By the way, I appreciate the people coming, the universe coming together and putting two, Tiffany and Lions in the same frame. Was, I guess, a way to appease both of us. But Kiana James is going to be the next win. I mean, highly, highly, highly unlikely. Brooklyn Joker, but not impossible.
Wait, who did the thing you were talking about? What?
No, I'll send it to you later. I just made me laugh. I was thinking, oh, there you go. Me and Nick are both happy on this one.
As we're getting a Ring of Honor Tag Team Battle Royal player.
Oh, yeah. Another one of these fucking things.
Hey, shout out the NWA. We got the Outrunners here.
Oh, there you go.
The Butcher is still a thing, as we've got the Righteous, we've got the Hardys.
The Butcher and the Blade pretty much either they do like a once in a while job, or they just keep them around for these battle royals.
You know how AEW is getting up to New York when the Butcher and the Blade start getting put on shows,
right?
That's 100%.
It's funny because I had asked people, can you give me a fantasy football name that connects to wrestling? And I did notice somebody just commented for you, I guess. The what do you call them? Let me pull it back up.
I don't know. I was laughing at.
I had it that I didn't have it.
Jaguars Appreciation Society.
I like that one.
That's pretty fitting.
Oh, the Buffalo Goldbergs, the Buffalo Bill Goldbergs. I'm like,
Oh, fair enough. I will. You talk to the people. I will prove that I will change my team right now to that.
You're going to change it to the Buffalo Bill Goldbergs?
Absolutely, 100%. Nice. Like I said, you talk to the people. I'll prove it.
I went with the D'Lo Browns pre-vote. I'm going to have to change mine post-vote. I was surprised how many people like the Jaguar Appreciation Society.
Oh, the neck movement.
I just went. That's pretty much it.
I like the Jacksonville Jaguar Appreciation Society, or the Jaguar Appreciation Society.
Right. Like okay, everybody's getting chucked out. We're losing people left, right, and center here, folks. The wingmen are gone. Didn't know they were still in the company. We're getting a hug between the Hardys and the best friends. We're getting a delete. Nick, it was funny. We did the predictions yesterday.
Yeah. Well, spoiler alert.
Wikipedia might have spoiled it.
Spoiler alert.
I will rant and rave about in about 4 minutes.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those, like I said.
The Righteous are in this. Man, the Righteous were in this.
The Hardys are in this and going to lose. Aussie Open is in this and going to lose.
5 out of 10, only because no more tributes to Bray. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough show, Victor. I mean, that's not.
When you keep it going and when you cut it off.
Mm-hmm. And there's probably some subtle ones going on that we missed.
Right.
Make Cena NXT GM during his time for 2 months. I can see Cena rejoin AJ to help against Solo and Jimmy.
Ooh.
I thought that earlier, but I was like, nah. He has
AJ Styles and John Cena versus Solo Sikoa and Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but what if you have this scene where the OC are beating the shit out of Jimmy and Solo? Mm-hmm. And then Jay comes running in like, I had to do it. They needed me.
Yeah, because that worked out so well the first time he did it. You made one brother quit. Let's make another one quit.
Oh, Tio Leone is bad boys.
Hold me closer, Tio Leone.
7 out of 10 on SmackDown. I'm all for it. Let it play out, but doesn't change that it makes no sense. I miss specifically what makes no sense. 7 out of 10. I'm gonna give SmackDown 7.5 out of 10 tonight. I liked it. I thought overall it was a pretty good show. Again, kind of the night before, Cena's stuff was good. I thought Miz and LA Knight were good. I thought the matches for the most part were pretty damn good. Even Rey and Escobar, it's building something. Yeah, I'm okay with tonight. I enjoyed it.
Fair enough. By the way, just on a side note, because I'm realizing I'm putting Goldbergs as my team name and everything. You know, we're going to have to do a fantasy hockey league now too, right? And everything like that. So you can just sit there and you can use your Canadian prowess to
It would
just
be
fucking go at
pretty
everybody.
close. It'd be coming soon. It would be pretty close.
Pause.
All right. 7 out of 10 battle royals. I actually pretty much took last year off of fantasy hockey just because of this. It's hard to keep track of shit when you're just doing this.
We try.
Battle royal now on Rampage. Yes, sir. We are rolling through a tag team battle royal. The #1 contender spot up for grabs, and they will fight at All Out. Which, hold on to your bootstraps. We got the Beverly Brothers wannabes in the ring. Specifically, who? Narrow it down for me, big dog.
Right. So I have, by the way, changed my name to the Buffalo Bill Goldbergs. Do you want me to pull up my phone?
No, I believe you. We trust you, Nick. We trust you. And there's at least
I believe in Bill Goldberg. Could you? So, people ask this while you want to pause. What if we get a William Goldberg at All Out, and that's how we build up to this pay-per-view? We get ticket sales, we get buys, we get attention.
But when would you introduce the idea that he was going to be there? Oh, there goes the Butcher. Shocking.
They introduced anything else for this show.
I mean, would a big surprise like a Goldberg kind of cover up if the show is average?
I mean, we're getting Dennis Rodman, so
I still don't quite get that and how they're going to, angle that for us, but we'll find out.
Because don't look at over here. We're looking over here.
Oh, there goes Vincent. Jeff Hardy getting rid of Vincent. One of my faves.
Are you ahead of me?
Am I?
I don't know.
That's rare. Oh, Matt Hardy getting oh, no. Holding on.
Yeah, I've got Jeff Hardy dumping out Vincent right now. So.
Okay.
No, you're good. You talk to the peoples. I'll see if I can catch up.
There you go.
I'm hot dogs. Catch up on me.
I just made my shit freeze. There we go. Watch the Hardys win. I mean, that would shock everybody. Oh, there goes Dutch. He's holding on.
We don't get what we were gonna get initially at All In, so we get it All Out.
Yeah,
you can't go to the UK. So,
by the way, your former champs are in the ring. As Aussie Open.
Yeah. So I've got Dutch getting dropped out outside.
Oh, okay, you're right behind me because right now I got Aussie Open and Action Andrade. You remember that kid? He literally
that whippersnapper that Jericho put over.
Yeah, he made that kid's career, man.
Oh yeah,
he hasn't looked back ever since that big W. As he gets chucked from the ring in a very fucking awesome way by Aussie Open. So I got the best friends, the Dark Order and Aussie Open in the ring.
Fair enough. I don't know whether to be excited or terrified from Big Dog's comment right now here with the super chat of saying, by the way, Nick, you started something, my dog. I decided to pause the Kata Hajime out of that t-shirt. It's on its way.
That's copyright infringement, sir.
I was going to say,
that is trademark
size and everything. This man's just taking my measurements from watching us on the stream.
Right? That is.
No, I love it. I'm 100% of
that. Is
I've ripped off enough people.
Encroaching on the trademark.
If you're gonna rip off me, you can have that. That ain't what I'm mad
at. You'd be happy, Nick. Just got Allen and Diggs in my FF draft. There you go.
Let's go. 100%.
Did I get Diggs?
No, I think JV got Diggs.
I feel like
you got Diggs, or JV, I think got Diggs, and you got AJ Brown, who I wanted also as well.
I did
There's
get
a
AJ
few
Brown.
people like the draft. Didn't go fully the way I wanted it to go.
Never does.
Right, but no, I still love it. I'm still glad that we got the whole league going on.
Question: Edge's contract is up in September. When in September? If so, would he make more sense for TK to throw CM Punk money Edge's way?
No.
Nah.
And side note, no.
He might throw it at him, and it wouldn't be Punk's money. He's just got lots of it.
I want to see Edge right back a postcard with a Canadian stamp on it and everything saying, "You can have that." Not even what I'm mad at.
Right. But yeah, I mean, right now, Aussie Open taking it to Trent. Johnny Hungry laying in the weeds. Just there you go. Huge kick to the mouth. So
Johnny Hungry teaming up with Aussie Open here.
I paused, but I guess I'm still slightly ahead.
No, I got right now Trent Beretta laying out chops and strikes here.
After the way Goldberg botched jackhammers in the last few high-profile matches, it'd be better if he just stayed away. He's not. Listen, the reason why I want to see Tony sign this man is because I want to see what the fucking disaster this is. You guys think fucking CM Punk's abrasive? Imagine Goldberg walking around your fucking locker room trying to put up with your nonsense, and then he goes out there and starts splitting people in half. Sign me up to watch this carnage.
Well, I think it would be a one-off, and it would be exactly that.
It'd have to be.
You're signing up for the car crash.
Oh!
Fletcher out. So we're down to Beretta, Davis, and Johnny Hungry.
Johnny Hungry gets saved. I always want to call what's his face? Johnny's partner, Silver. I always want to call him Stevie Richards.
I mean, friend of the channel, Stevie Richards.
Friend of the channel. I don't mean that. I just like every time I see him, I'm like, oh, it's Stevie, but it's fucking
100%. I'd love to sit there and just kick it with Stevie.
The writers are on strike. Who wrote the storyline? Who wrote this into the storyline?
I don't know who did. Maybe you can figure it out through subtle context.
Oh, there it goes! And your winners for no fucking reason, the Dark Order, are going on to challenge for the belts.
Oh, yeah, how to make still.
So the Dark Order is going to be on your pay-per-view, and the list that isn't is fucking atrocious.
We talked about this during the predictions of what I read. I guess, spoiler alert, read them off, and you're like,
wait,
why are they there? Literally, you couldn't give a prediction. You're like, why the fuck is that happening?
Why are you doing that? Why is this a thing? So out of nowhere, Aussie Open didn't win it to get a rematch. We didn't get any. We literally are just getting the Dark Order.
Yeah, we didn't get the Dark Order involved with the Young Bucks or Hangman or anything like that, like we built up to at all or anything. We didn't get any bit of that. We didn't get anything that could have slightly processed it along. We didn't get even the Kingdom versus MJF and Adam Cole. No, we got the Dark Order versus Better Than You, Baby, for the Ring of Honor tag team titles at All Out. And notice how there is not a single world title. And everyone's going to say, well, we'll start later. They specifically announced that that's a mid-card title. There is not a world title, men's or women's, across four shows, defended on this show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what this is.
I'm trying to figure out why Chris Jericho doesn't have a shirt on.
He never has a shirt on.
Man moves in my mind.
Put a shirt on, Randy.
Why do you look like Indianapolis Jones?
Best friends for the win, not tonight. Cocaine Bear.
Cheeseburger Jericho out there on commentary.
Did he hit? Type in Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay. Good match. Really
type in Will Ospreay versus Ricochet or anybody later.
Yeah. The shirt says what? Shut the fuck up. Really?
Gimmick infringement upon
infringement.
I mean, like I said, I
you logo it too.
As long as you send me one initially, I guess I have to. I have to okay my name, image, and likeness.
It's bold strategy, Cotton.
I don't know what the fuck you want me to say.
Thanks for rocking with the Buffalo Bill Goldberg. Salud. There you go.
Right.
Freddie Box.
You.
There you go. If he wins,
I mean, it's clearly when I got Derrick Henry too. He's the equivalent of sometimes you run through my fucking
right. That's not what I'm mad at. Oh, Coming soon. I got a list right here next
Bro,
to this.
why are we're
There's a
getting to the
list.
point to where these motherfuckers are going to start taking our gimmicks and
That's when you
flipping
know
them
you're
to their
doing
own
something
dime instead
right.
of us.
That's when you know you're doing something right.
Right. You can have that.
But
That ain't what KJ's mad at.
Yeah. I'll add the designing the t-shirts to the list of fucking everything else. I haven't made them, Larry. Not sure I want to. I think about it, my dog. There you go. Dark Order for life. No, don't do that. Don't lump those two things together. I draw the line.
Just don't do that. Don't do
that. Feel like they had a battle royal not too long ago. They do. Every time they want a number one contender for a tag team belt, they do either a tournament or a battle royal.
Yeah, because they can't actually build towards anything at all. So we've just got to put everyone all together and just hope we can figure it out under that. I like Larry. Oh, and 1.
Just one draw.
Not even a draw. No, he went even beyond draw.
No. Just no contest.
Yeah, nada, now, nada. That's what that man got. Nada, now, nada.
Right. What's your opinion, KJ Nick, if a face Roman at Fastlane for if AJ, oh sorry, I said AJ face Roman at Fastlane for undisputed Universal Championship? I don't.
You know what? I was gonna say, well, even if it was 2-on-1 odds, I think he still might whoop us, but still, I'll give AJ the credit there.
Yeah, I think it'd be good though. I think I mean AJ and OC have been garbage since AJ's return.
Build something to relevancy.
Yeah, give them something. I agree with you.
They go to the island of relevancy. Take a detour.
Dun, dun, dun. We'll
visit
see.
The islands.
Nick, I like that.
I like it like that. I'm not Cardi B, so I'm not Cardi B nor Bruno Mars.
It says pause the Kachadame out of that, and on the front it says what? On the back, I'll get you one, Nick. There you go, buddy.
Oh, I'm so glad that you could let me have one of my shirts.
I have to go. Wrestle fans. Always a pleasure.
No, he's not wrestling fans. He's not wrestling fans. He's saying he has to go wrestling fans.
There you go. Wrestling fans, wrestle fans, wrestling fans. Go who the fuck you want. Damien, I'm coming for your title tomorrow. That's it. I can't wait to see that belt on the line tomorrow and on Sunday.
Yeah, now, well, that's the thing is, again, still, you could win in that payback, but you can have that. That even what you mad at. And turn around and losing it all out.
Okay, I'm going on commercial because Jericho's on TV, so I'll be back.
You're fine. You pause for the cause of Chris Jericho needs to go and find a bra is what he needs to do right now. I've got the Mark World Order right now on commentary between Excalibur.
Yo, what the fuck is this? Aussie Open to attack Jericho. Man, I hate this.
That's that weird Canadian on Canadian action. As I've got United Empire just jumping Chris Jericho as Sammy's coming out. So this is how we set up them as a tag team, because we've still probably got to continue Jericho versus Ospreay because fucking why? But boy, howdy, if this isn't a fan service or more a roster, a talent service type of show. We've got Excalibur, we've got Shivani and Chris Jericho on commentary, and now they're getting involved with United Empire, and Sammy's still the loyalist, the Jericho loyalist. Just, I understand it's nice because it's the alternative and everything, but you can't tell me that this is better, that this is what you'd rather watch when it comes to wrestling. It's a team effort, Nick. Yes, 100%. 100%. I joke, but yes, we appreciate everybody's, everybody that shouts us out, anything like that. But yeah, still, my guy, you gotta make a merch off what I say. I think it might be Cena versus Roman at Fastlane. Ooh, do we get a Roman match at Fastlane? That would be interesting. As I've got Santana right now How have I got more of Santana and Ortiz on my screen than I have of Wardlow? Where's Wardlow? I was just thinking that Nick, Chris Jericho is growing almost. Yeah, pause. Mike said, yeah, it's not Pride and Powerful. It's Mike Santana, played by Carlos Santana. All of that. This is just. Now, I get that they had a good run. They were really over, obviously, when they signed with AEW. They had, obviously, to where Santana got injured and everything, and it really kind of threw a monkey wrench and everything. But it's so interesting to me that, like, Tony can't ever divert from the long-term storytelling. Of he literally can't, he cannot create anything beyond what he already had planned. He's got to run what he had into the ground. As we're getting replays of this man's knee giving out, which we were live, by the way. That's how much wrestling we were covering. To where we were live when this man's knee just said, "Thank you, how you doing?" As I've got Nick Wayne coming out looking like the fourth member of the Acclaimed here with all this pink. Dog, thanks. That's not even what I'm at. What do we have going on here? Wasn't Judas Macias' real name Santana? I don't know if that's his real name, but that's such an. Can I make an omission here or a confession here of Relic, aka to where his name backwards was Killer, just because that's the level of creativity that TNA was at. That was Johnny the Bull Stamboli in WCW and everything. He's 100% one of my guys that I just was always a fan of, even though I know he wasn't going to do shit. But yeah, that whole Judas Macias, that Relic, that Abyss era was a little awkward, my guy. If you're expecting me to know that his name was Santana. When Santana came out, I thought it was Bo Dallas. I think when Santana came out, I think he thought he was Bo Dallas a little bit. Yes, Carlos Santana. All we're missing is Chad Groger from Nickelback there. And yes, I know it's Kroger, not Groger. I fucked it up. Nick, which match are you most excited for? On which show? I was gonna say, if we're talking Payback, it's gonna be Seth versus Nakamura. If we're talking All Out, I mean, on one hand, I'm really excited for Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor. I really want Shane Taylor Promotions to get a prominent spot. I think on one hand, Joe's gonna move up. Of if we do have to have Punk on the sidelines for a bit, if we have to establish a new real world champion on Collision, and we're going to have different champions on different brands, Samoa Joe is a good guy to have as your champion. But at the same time, Shane Taylor is so synonymous to me with Ring of Honor. Him as your Ring of Honor TV champion, and he's there weekly, and you get Shane Taylor Promotions on weekly television, and they kind of they run your Ring of Honor show. Fine with that. I really kind of like that. At the end of the day, I kind of really like just big beefy boys slapping meat. Pause. Nickelback is proof. Whoa, that's aggressive. Fun fact. Fun fact, Daniel, as you're aggressive as hell with that. The first band that I ever saw live was Nickelback. I went to a show when I was a teenager in my hometown that was Default. Well, it was the band Injected, which was honestly, they were the opening act and my favorite act of the night. It was them, Default, and then Nickelback was the closing act, and that was still just when they had pretty much the only song of How You Remind Me. So I don't know. Nickelback's always got a little bit of a sweet spot in me. Pause. As I've got Nick Wayne hopping up on the kip up. So we've got Vikingo versus Nick Wayne versus Kip Sabian and Gringo Loco. So let me know who you're taking for this match of this very much this odd pairing. We've got lucha style versus traditional style pretty much paired up on both sides. As I know we've talked about of having too much of an indie style on AEW, but at the same time, I'm at this point, if we're not going to view it as we're building to our weekly talent, I'd at least rather be able to watch on TV a guy like Brian Keith, a guy like Gringo Loco. I know we watch them, but if you ain't going to make an effort to actually make it a weekly television and you're going to make it more, pro wrestling spotlight to the smart fans, I'll take getting to watch Gringo Loco on TV 100%. Him versus Vikingo, even as a tag match, absolutely. I'll take, Brian Keith versus Hangman Page. I'll take Cowboy on Cowboy Action. Pause. What in the name of Brokeback Mountain? As I am in picture right now, so 100%, I will let everybody know that we do have the super chats, the super stickers. We are still the fastest growing wrestling channel when it comes to pro wrestling on YouTube. We cover anything and everything. I think we're going on Christ day 12, day 14 of we're out here, just thanking Tony Khan of we're out here because of Tony Khan who won't let me stop covering pro wrestling all the time, every day out here in live streams. And the support that we get 100%. I know even on Thursday and all that we had, all the things popping off and everything like that. So 100% appreciate it. But yeah, we're at 2.44, 2.45K subscribers, all of that. Absolutely appreciate anything and everything. And as we've talked about, everything that you guys send our way goes back into just helping of how we can do things bigger and better for you. Craig Robinson out here getting me hungry for a fucking Pizza Hut commercial. My fat ass. Do you think Randy will retire Days? Who? Retire who? Do I think Randy retire? Yes, at some point. But I don't know who you think he's retiring. Never could get into Nickelback. Well, I mean, fair enough. It's an acquired taste. It's much like how I've had the unpopular opinion, as most people know. I'm a fan of Creed, even though I don't like Pearl Jam. I know, coming from you with the pitchforks and the torches in the comments. Has the Bloodline jumped the shark? A lot of people kind of thought it did when you had the Jimmy and Jay kind of turn and then unturn and then turn again. They thought it kind of might have gone a bit too far at that point. But I almost wonder if the week away from it kind of helped it out a bit more. As Dwarf Shark what? Big Dog saying, as I'm in a commercial break in progress right now on TNT. Hey guys, what do you think about putting Firefly stickers on the list from us to choose from when we want to throw a sticker in the chat in honor of Bray? Fair enough. I mean, I don't have that capability right now. I don't have that technology. So you talk to the man that's on the pause here. I'm sure he'll love that. As I'm back from commercial for a 2 count right now on Kip on to Nick Wayne. Not even OC is ready for the beatdown from the multi-time AEW World Champion Ronan. I think OC wins versus Moxley. I don't know when OC wins. I think he's kind of the Roman Reigns of AEW in the sense of it's all OC wins. Of that's why we have him as our captain on our fantasy faction and everything. Of just this man wins all the time, every time. What's your favorite Young Bucks promo? Oh, that would take a lot of work and a lot of me giving a shit and a lot of them being good on the mic. I mean, does BTE count as them doing promos? Because that's the thing, is that's most of where they do any bit of promos. They really kind of aren't. they've regressed much more than they've progressed since they've been with AEW. Mainly a 3 Days Grace fan. Oh God, we're gonna start getting into alternative rock bands from the 90s and everything. Is this where I just mentioned Slipknot occasionally or something like that? That's not even what I'm glad at. Well, what in the name of Tupperware, Larry?
Don't get mad, get glad.
I was almost about to say, well, what in the like? Well, speaking of Tupperware, and I was like, well, that's
Wait,
not
what?
good. You know?
Wait, what?
I had nothing else to go with. Poison Rana, like from Vikingo on the Gringo Loco.
Do you feel like if Jericho gets in a brawl, he should not be back on commentary the next segment?
I mean, I feel like Jericho shouldn't be on commentary, period.
Right.
Ooh. But how do you feel about this match? If you got, it's a little bit, I know you like a bit of the lucha style. If you got Gringo Loco, you've got Vikingo, but you also got Nick Wayne, all the, like.
So we got Nick Wayne and Vikingo with the win, Big Nick.
Oh, Malanta. 2, 3.
What a great tag team combination. Get the fudge out of here.
AEW is really like I don't know. I was halfway kind of talking about this even a bit. We're talking about like what we've got coming like on
who they beat,
Keith and everything. What?
Who they beat? Sorry, it was Kip and who?
Kip and Gringo Loco.
Oh, okay. So again, this is a bit.
I was just gonna say, they do really well. For they put a lot of good fantasy matches and really cool matches that guys like us, who are diehard wrestling fans, really like. They don't do a whole lot of cool. So this is how you get into pro wrestling. All right, we've got QTV.
Yeah, Nick's gonna take a pause. We're gonna hit
QTV myself.
We're getting some highlights of QT's hits, I guess you want to call it. Getting a little reminder how amazing QTV is. Though Johnny Morrison is more entertaining than most in this situation. Let me go back to this one, Big Dog. As far as the rock bands go, I'm a diehard Def Leppard classic. You can thank Luna for heightening that. There you go. Every time I see her, I think of Def Leppard's Heaven Is. Pause if you want to. Easy, boy. Take a sip. You sound a little thirsty, my guy. I'm a huge Def Leppard fan as well. Big Dog. Saw them years ago at Fenway Park. That'd be a good show. The Bucks need to learn to identify animals better. They're not deer. They're spa monkeys. Daniel, I like it. You're not wrong. Deftones for the W. Absolutely. And listen, I know my boy said this while he was on break, but there's no way that it's even close to a fair comparable between Creed and Pearl Jam. Let's be real. One's a Hall of Famer in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The other, no. The other one, this is how you remind me of how bad you really are. Nick drunk slurred more than you. But as long as he's not driving. Top rope, Poison Rana. Yeah, I missed that. And right now we got, I believe, we got the Bounty Hunter taking on Hangman. It's kind of a fitting matchup. These two should be a tag team. The Hangman versus the Bounty Hunter. Brian Keith, good to see him on the show. I know Nick was excited for this match, so it's ironic that he's not here. But, yeah, Hangman's about to pick up a win. And as you can see, Gringo Loco, Vikingo, we got Adam Page, who's not on a whole lot of Rampages. We have the Bounty Hunter, who we haven't seen much of, if anything, on AEW ever. So, again, a lot of talk about the travel issues. Again, a bit of a problem when you tape two shows in the same night and you have travel issues and a bunch of things going on. it tends to hurt what you're doing, and you can tell they scrambled a little bit between Wednesday and Friday. Now it wasn't your typical Dynamite. Maybe we give them a mulligan, but let's hope that All Out delivers. Nick Wayne is going to be booked like OC and never lose a match. Nick Wayne is going to be booked like Dante Martin, Keyshawn. He's going to win a shit ton and then becoming irrelevant. Remember when Dante Martin was like the hottest thing in AEW? This guy wrestled every match, every week, every time we saw him. He was going, 15, 20 minutes with every top guy, and then he was winning matches, and then he got hurt, and then got hurt again. So, yeah, I think that's what they're kind of gonna do with Nick Wayne. Pour some sugar on me. All right. Favorite Young Buck promo. The one they didn't do. Yeah, amen. KJ, how much longer do you think AJ Styles has left? A year? Maybe 2? I mean, again, he's not, I don't know. He's been kind of cruising for a while, right? Like, I'd say younger in his, obviously in his younger part of his career, he put a lot of damage on his body. He took a lot of risks. AJ in WWE has been very kosher, very, floating through. As Hangman throws a clothesline, jumps up on the turnbuckle to say hi to the crowd. I may be in the minority here, but I don't care for Vikingo. I don't care for him either. I'm with you, Boston, at all. And I struggle. Again, he's just another small guy that does a lot of flips. What's the difference between Vikingo and Commander? What's the difference between Commander and Gravity? What's the difference? Like, again, there's a lot of it. And Vikingo, what? Vikingo going to be world champion one day and take on Kenny, take on Will Ospreay, take on who? It's a tough one. But Keith with a follow-away, the follow-away suplex, and now he's back in control. All right. Clothesline fail. Reigns isn't passing Sammartino. Ronan. Yeah, I think that's way too long. I'd be shocked if he gets that far. Wayne's World, party time, excellent. Tell Vikinga and Wayne wins. What? That's what Nick's fantasy football team should have been. The Minnesota Vikingos. 1-1. Ronnie's back. Good to see you, Ronnie. Gianna, welcome back. Good to see you. Good to see you. I guess Gianna forever to make it accurate. Tomorrow, Cena will have Cody from a beatdown, and we will get Cena Cody. Yeah, a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors. Now, I'm really curious how they're going to pull it all off. Are they going to go babyface? Will the promo wait, buckshot! And it's over. Big win, or nice win. I wouldn't say big win. But Adam Page, who we haven't seen wrestle a lot as far as like just a singles match with Adam Page. And somebody can let me know the last time we got that, because I'm struggling. But nice, solid win. I like it. Good showing from the Bounty Hunter. Gave him a little bit of work, but we are back with Renee Paquette and what used to be the Jericho Appreciation Society. At Survivor Series. Interesting. I don't know. I'm curious how they write it, how they put it all together. I never cared. Keyshawn's with us. QTV sucks ass major. Not just ass, major. Yeah, no, listen. I don't care for QTV. I don't. And again, another guy with a belt from a company that's not your company. Again, it doesn't make sense. Like, you just have all these belts running around, and it's fucking silly. QTV, again, taking time away from talent that we could have on TV. But we got our throwback promo from Coke and Diet Coke and Danny. He's a good promo. I don't care. Unbroken, they were really good. When I saw them live, obviously they show their age, but they still put on a good show. Nice. Are you excited for Jericho, Sammy Guevara versus Aussie Open at All Out? That's what I'm thinking it's going to happen. They haven't said shit. So if they haven't said shit, I don't want them to add this match. I want them to leave All Out alone. I don't want to sit through 14 mediocre matches on Sunday. I really don't. Adding this match has not been billed as a pay-per-view level match. That better be a TV match. Like, honestly, I have had it up to here. And if you've watched this channel for more than 10 seconds, that's what my t-shirt should say. Fuck Jericho. Or Melter. Or both. One on the front, one on the back. Faith No More, Warrant, Quiet Riot, GNR. There you go. That's a show. That's going back. I've never seen GNR. I've always wanted to see GNR live, or like good GNR. I don't know what people see in him, Keyshawn, other than he does a bunch of flips. Listen, it's cool, but again, you know, a cruiserweight champion, a mid-card champion, maybe, you know, you build him up as like the underdog. To me, he's not the next Rey Mysterio. And again, I just feel like there's a lot of that talent, that type of talent. The match with Kenny, a lot of people really praised the match between Vikingo and Kenny, and it was good, but it was literally Kenny laying there taking flip after flip after flip and then won. Like, there was no match to be had. It was just, look what I can do. Thank you, Stuart. Now can we go home? I saw a girl wearing a Motley Crue shirt today. There you go. I told her don't smoke in the boys' room. She looked confused. I think she was a poser. That's funny, Unbroken. I like that. Don't shoot shotgun. Run riot. Love them, my dog. There you go. Some musical love going back and forth. Hangman Adam Page for the win. There you go. No way Cody was planned to be in a talk show at Payback. Bray was his feud. I don't know. A, B, I cannot tell you if I'm trying to remember when we kind of knew that Cody was going to be in a segment. Could it have been Bray? That's very interesting. It's possible. It is. Woo! I like it. I like it. Did Uso show up in AEW? Yes. Jimmy, not Jay. Jimmy was in a couple parts of the show, started a beef with AJ Styles. Solo came in, took care of AJ, letting Jimmy know that he's still part of the bloodline, you know, sentimentally. But yeah, they get onto the ring. We had a match, and AJ Styles takes the loss as Jimmy gets involved. So it looks like we're building up AJ and Jimmy, the bloodline and the OC. I don't know. Remains to be seen, but that's how we left it. But Jimmy throwing the finger up in the air at the end of the show was very interesting. I don't buy it. There's something, I don't know. I endorse that. That's just what I'm mad at. Butt monkeys? What? Butt monkeys. Oh, I got you. I thought you were like, butt monkeys. I endorse that. There you go. You can put that on a t-shirt. The whole Elite has the same character from the start of AEW. The Elite haven't changed. They haven't done anything. And all the storylines and all the angles with the Elite have been pretty much the same. As I get Renee Paquette in the back with Roddy Strong. Pause and I wish. Butthole Surfers. There you go. There's an old band. Yeah, they weren't bad. Favorite Young Buck promo? I got that one, I think, 3 times. That's a new trend. Yeah, no. You wear the vintage. You don't listen to the vintage. Ironically, Motley Crue played the show and they sucked. Vince sucked. Yeah, I heard Vince Neil didn't age well as far as, like, you know, he's not a Mick Jagger, you know? So, but I do like me some Motley Crue. And if you guys haven't seen The Dirt, it's a worth a watch. But we're back with telenovela Roddy Strong, still emotional, still upset, still in a neck brace. He's had enough of the shit from Renee. He's walking out. Roddy's so mad. But yeah, not a whole lot of evolution from Kenny, from the Bucks. Again, the same shit. And I really wanted, when they started AEW, I was excited. I wanted the tag team division to burn. I'm such a big fan of tag team wrestling. You guys remember, like at one point we were getting like 3, sometimes 4 tag matches on a Dynamite. They were really highlighting the tag team division. The Bucks went under to Private Party, which I thought was a cool move in the beginning. And it just never came to be. If you are you tell people all the time, we are the best tag team of a generation, then put together a good tag team match. For 4 years, I've been waiting for the oh my god tag team match from the Bucks. And people are going to say, well, the steel cage and this one and that one, they're all gimmick matches. Give me a good straight up tag team match. Give me one. Speaking of a good tag team match.
Oh, I was going to say, well, 100%, folks, you don't need to wait around, 4 years, all of that for when it comes to a good tag team when you're talking about me and Mr. Every Night, KJ White here.
That's it. Always evolving, always changing, always getting better, always finding more ways to bring you guys the action. And
the FTR of tag team streaming. What?
Yes. What?
It took you a minute.
Did you figure out your fantasy football trade money? We're not talking about it.
No, well, no. He asked me some advice and everything like that, which, by the way, I'm like 7-Eleven. It always be doing
always
business.
Open.
We're always open.
I'm a wheeler and dealer. I'm getting the lay of the land right now.
I have the time to just think it's fun.
Yeah. No, I'm bad for it with the hockey one. Is just I'll harass people. They're just constantly like, what do you think of this?
Oh, please. I want that now because I would be so out of my element that you could swindle the shit out of me and be like, I made a good deal. And you're like, you just traded me like half your starting roster.
Right. So it's time for the main event. And the main event,
it's time.
Is Anna Jay. Is a tag team. Anna Jay. Oh my Lord. They got to find something to do with Anna Jay. Another person that's been buried by Jericho.
Has Jericho left commentary?
No, he's still there. Excalibur getting his insight as Taya on her way. So Taya and Anna. Ooh, let's go.
Well, I've got Anna right now coming out right now.
Let me know when you get Taya.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie karaoke.
I was gonna say, don't worry, I'll let you know about your Canadian superhero. As I've got the highlight here, the Titantron for Taya.
Okay. I think we should be good. Oh. I like Taya's entrance, not bad. I mean, I like the build on the music. But Taya is taking with Anna Jay are taking on Willow and who's the other babyface? Sheeta?
No, it's Willow and Sky Blue.
Oh, Sky Blue. I just saw it. I literally just saw it a second ago.
We've got Sky Pillow taking on Anna Valkyrie.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Cora Blue, you see Cora Jay took her time off since she quit to making herself a little more pillowy.
Yeah, she got the chesticles for the vesticles.
Osprey is a glorified gymnast, and Vader was dead on with his.
Bro, at this point, give me Anna Jay and Taya as a fucking tag team. Honestly, like, I'm still waiting to see it, but
this girl knows what's getting her over. Sorry, she coming out looking like Punk. Check this out. Getting a big pop. And this young lady knows exactly what's getting her over based on her entrance.
Yeah, well, she's very Chicago-based. Oh, yeah.
And here comes Willow. You got Willow?
I've got still Sky Blue. I've got a pillow. I don't have the Willow.
When do you choose here?
Ooh,
tell me when you got Willow.
Bro, it's so funny because you said when you choose, I've got Willow coming out right now. But yeah, 100%. Like Willow and Wendy Chu need to be a tag team. It has to happen.
Yeah, Willow and Pillow.
Yeah, we go. I got sweet cheeks for my sweet dreams.
Yeah, nothing like ending the night with a little bit of late night Friday cake. Let's go.
Exactly. You know, I mean, Christ, it was your birthday not too long ago. We're in my birthday month and everything like that.
Yeah,
So
here we go.
why does not have? Might as well have some cake.
Osprey is transformed from his Dragon Ball Z days. So has Zack Sabre. Yeah, I mean, fair enough, I guess.
As you say that, as there's somebody where in like all of the Lucci, like Dragon Ball Z mask, like just like clapping in the crowd right now. Like,
speaking of chesticles, big clap to start this one. Double chop from Willow.
Is this a little bit of put up or shut up time for Taya Hero? She had the debacle there with Britt Baker. She has not had any real. Name me a good AEW match Taya's had.
She had the one with Sky Blue. They had a solo match and it was really good. Other than that, nothing. And she suffered the same thing that the long list of women who have signed with AEW have suffered. You sign your contract, you come in, oh my God, she's here. There's a little bit of a rub, and then you're gone. And you just float in obscurity. Ruby Soho did it. Then, name after name, we had Athena come in. She ended up on Ring of Honor, even though she's doing well. But we've seen so many women come in and go nowhere.
By the way, shout out Taya out here with the Sin City hair dye and everything.
Right.
Well, she is very much going back to like the AAA to where she had it, the kind of very uber blonde mustard hair color, and just waiting to add that ketchup in there. Pause. But I think it's more of Taya's been around the block. She's still Taya from the block.
Right.
So she's been in WWE as Frankie Monet. She's been in Triple Mania and all of that. Now you're getting in the ring with a lot of guys who haven't really been outside of the AEW package.
Just put Valkyrie back with Penta and Phoenix. Do that.
Just put her back in WWE.
Yeah, maybe. WWE fucked up with
Tiffany Stratton versus Taya Valkyrie is better than any match that they could book with Taya Valkyrie right now in AEW.
Fair enough. So are you saying that Tiffany Stratton would be the best female in AEW?
That's a bold strategy, Colin.
It's not far off.
You're not wrong.
I'm not saying that. I'm asking.
Right. And I'm saying it's not fully wrong. It all depends on the perspective of how you want to look at it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Will Ospreay versus anyone whose name isn't Jericho or Jeff Jarrett is a 4 to 5 star match.
Anyone who's north of 30.
Pretty much. I don't know what Ospreay and Jericho did get stars. I know the only one I saw was
75.5 stars.
I saw FTR and the Bucks got 4.75, and I thought that was too high for that match.
Yeah, that's not even the best FTR Bucks match. Like, that's the thing is, it was a good show. It was fantastic and amazing for what they accomplished. As far as in ring, it's an entirely different show.
And we weren't on our edge of our seat, and we were every twist and turn, and that's what lacked for me in a lot of it. I mean, I would happily give that match a 3.5 star, but I mean,
we're having a struggle to remember matches that happen on the card. That's a fucking problem.
Valid.
Guess what? Well, no, like we talked about it of you comparing that to big, huge shows and everything like that. Well, guess what? Well, WrestleMania 39 happened too this year. And I can tell you, I can remember matches that happened on that card.
Well,
not as easily as I can on All In.
And there's a couple matches from WrestleMania that you would consider at the end of the year as match of the year. Just a couple, and they might not win it, but they're in the conversation. There is not one from All In. I'm hoping All Out gives us something. Well, Roddy looking like Ed Helm.
I have a tattoo on my face.
We didn't talk about this. That whole thing with MJF and Adam Cole and Roddy comes out and I know I talked to Luna. She loved it. She loves the soapy stuff that we're getting. Are we getting a little too much with the you used to love me, like the jaded ex-lover angle that we're running
lost
here?
me with the kangaroo kicks and everything like that.
Did we?
Kangaroo show. We went fucking full fucking,
yes.
Yeah, we went 100% full fucking kangaroo jack and fucking what was it? It's not Billy Madison. Big Daddy. And 100%. That's what we got. We got MJF with kangaroo show. No. Bad. Bullshit.
Well, I asked you this before, man. Is MJF, as he's crazy over as a baby face, but I still say the best form of MJF is when he's spitting fire.
But that's the thing is I had that up until we went past that. Now we've gone past the
you're not even mad at it,
past the sell by date, and so now I don't know what the fuck. I don't know who's gonna turn sour in this shit, but I feel like I think the fans might before either wrestler does.
Oh, we got warm tags. I'll call them warm tags, not exactly
tepid tag.
I mean, tags to hotties, but not hot tags.
No, like I said, tepid tag.
Tepid tag. Pause.
We've got a wagon off between Anna Jay and Sky Blue right now.
Anna Jay needs to be coming around with Jungle Boy. She is gorgeous and would add to what you're trying to accomplish with Jungle Boy if he's not fired.
I'm gonna just say it because I want to say it. Well, you got Jungle Boy with That's Real Glass, and you got Anna Jay with That's Real Ass. So
that's what that sells itself,
bro. Tony, how you doing?
Right.
Keep it moving.
How you doing? I like that.
If you're gonna pair that, that's what you could have done. Honestly, what you really could have done if you wanted to just make fucking money is and just get nuclear heat, like Jungle Boy at All Out in Chicago would have been on par, if not past Dom. With the second he touches the mic, second you see that man walk out, you're having security guards there to make sure he's not getting pelted with shit.
Absolutely. But right now, Taya just hit a big spear, but now we're off in the corner. Willow wobbled for a second. I mean, the match is okay. Sky Blue had a nice fire up there, but
I was gonna say Willow.
Sky and Willow are winning for sure. By the way, I have no idea how this turns out.
A pounce instead of a pounce there. Taya out here halfway looking like Cruella de Canada.
Right.
If she doesn't glam slam you, no other one will.
What separates Ospreay from everyone else is he can do the flips, but he knows when to do them. But there's more to Ospreay than just the flips. That's the difference for me. There's more to him.
Psychology. It's
psychology. Oh, wow. 3, Sky Blue, shocker. She smacks that ass and rolls it out of the ring. There you go.
Ooh, I got a stripper kick.
A stripper kick?
Not quite. Bro. Fucking wagon mobile there.
Willow rolls back in. Taya rolls back out as she's...
Tell me that's the wagon go round.
Here we go in the wagon go round. Wagon go round.
Wagon go round.
Mercedes not facing Statlander at All Out. Mercedes is not in the company currently, Keyshawn. And did she just say Chicago sucks?
Who?
Taya.
Oh.
Chicago sucks! To the crowd. Anna and Taya could work as a tag team, though I don't want it.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Embrace it. It's going to happen.
Taya reminds me of the line Fonzie said on Happy Days once. Whoa, shortcake, you went a little heavy on the ice.
Sky Blue's there, Bailey.
So Sky Blue's there, Bailey?
Yes.
I get it. I'll take it.
The baby
get
face that
comparable.
started off as that generic, haha, I'm the happy-go-lucky, and now she's
I'm just a
actually kind of
wrestling
halfway getting
fan.
built to be a badass. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Larry's record either got better or worse. I'm not sure.
That's a hockey record if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, like
0-4.
how many shootouts did you go into, my guy?
Right, yeah.
4.
You got to sit there and drape it between the legs and everything. Who's your fucking goalie?
Right. Oh, that's funny. Disney's about to write Nick a cease and desist letter regarding singing any more of their movie songs. Listen, the
I'm
list
waiting
of
for it.
possibilities
I'm
on
waiting
this
for
channel,
it. Trust me.
right? We're gonna have to start like just put all the catchphrases on one T-shirt, right?
Could
Is
you
that
that's
scattered look?
honestly, that would be a hell of a T-shirt of just
Right?
that. Yeah. No, if
Hey,
we
big
ever
dog.
receive a cease and desist, or especially a copyright
I want the
notification
copyright.
because of us saying it, right? No, we will read it
Out loud.
online
Yes.
as a members exclusive, 100%. We'll be like Cornette with the Shaka Khan case and everything.
Right? No, our goal is one day we sing well enough that somebody's like, "That's too close."
No.
We're like, "Yes."
That's our American Idol right there.
Right, exactly.
YouTube copyright instead of American Idol.
What is on zero? What's on zero? I don't know what those words are, Smile Mark, but I'm
What's
gonna
on
go with
0
what's
hour
on
for
0
All
hour.
Out is what he was trying to say.
Yeah, that's kind of what I surmised. Do you have that?
I will pull it up if you talk to the peoples.
JHJ is in the house. Jimmy Uso. Yeah, Jimmy had a big night. It was kind of the Jimmy show tonight. I liked it.
Pause. KJ's out here showing all his Jimmys. 0 hours so far. They've had nothing really announced. Right now, we've got 9 matches, but nothing's announced as a pre-show. Then again,
matches, bro. Like, are they gonna add? People were asking.
Bro,
about
it's
Sammy
debatable.
and
You could have half this show as a pre-show and call a spade a spade. Like here, like let's be honest.
Right? Are Bieber and DeGeneres Ellen related? Broken, listen to me. My dog put the vitamins down. What the
Hot
fuck?
meat kettle.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're related. One's definitely Canadian from up the road.
So what? You can't have relatives that are not in Canada?
Well, I mean,
I mean, you're my brother from another mother, so
right. Bad example. You win. Hugger Bailey, maybe. Yeah, Hugger Bailey. That's what you were saying about Blue.
Sure, I'd like to hug something on Sky Blue.
We're losing it. Same haircut.
You have to have it to lose it.
Right, exactly. 8 out of 10 on Rampage. That was abrupt VHS. Good night, man. Yeah, I'm out. Deuces. Deuces.
Man, just deuces.
I'm going to bed.
You can have that. That ain't what I'm mad at.
They really should cancel Rampage. They have 2 options: cancel it or make it Ring of Honor Rampage and make it better.
Been said for a hot minute.
I think we can go back a year on that if we went through the archive.
Honestly, this should be Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor Rampage. For fuck's sake, the fucking alliteration fits enough.
Right. And again, you get 1 hour of Ring of Honor of
get one shot. Don't miss your chance to blow.
And you only have people that compete on Ring of Honor on that show.
Tony's knees weak. Con spaghetti. There's powder on his shirt
already. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks like he does not look ready. Punk's about to throw down. Larry using the binary system to make his score look better.
1-0-0-0-1-0-0-0.
Right.
Start going Bender.
KJ and Nick, and in caps, I just don't care about these matches. No, that's why we end up giggling.
Aggressive.
Right. 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10. I'm going to agree with Vance. I'll give it just 5. I don't know what happened.
So side question. Best show so far, well, of the week, because all we've got left is Collision and pay-per-views. Best show of the week. I know mine.
I'm trying to think back to Tuesday.
That's where mine is. I know mine is NXT.
Yeah, I'll go with you on Tuesday. Raw was a fucking running in mud. NXT was fun this week. Dynamite sucked the bag, and I don't care what anybody says. Thursday was Thursday, and here we are. SmackDown was okay.
Pretty stacked. You had two Heritage Cup tournaments. You had the whole little situation with Trick and Carmelo of, I don't think you can beat him. I know you can. But he walks off before you can get that.
Right. Sky Blue won. Yes, Sky Blue got the pin on Anna Jay. I got a cake for the weekend.
Better be ice cream cake, goddamn.
There's a joke in there. Is he in Canada? I guess 7.5 police warrants out of 10 Motley Crues. Yeah, I'm gonna give the show 5 Jungle Boys out of 10.
Got it back.
Got to your happy place broken. Ooh, I'm not reading all that.
Again, this is where I have to confirm that he is not me, because I constantly say
KJ Nick, didn't Roman put Jimmy on a stretcher post Money in the Bank? Yeah, that's what they're trying to make. I think that's what they're doing now. It's like, see, we still love you. We're sorry.
He has risen again.
Right. No, we need the vitamins. Amen. Sasha's still wearing that walking boot, not close to ring ready. Yeah, she'll take a minute for sure.
She's actually have a fucking boot on her foot and still take a minute. So
right. My buds from other bloods. I like that one, big dog. Nick and KJ. I give Rampage a meh.
That's 100% his fucking name from now.
Doesn't Rampage sound like what ladies get once a month?
We all got that except for you. You're the only one that said that out loud.
Yeah,
we all got it.
I had to. I mean, that was perfect.
We all understood the joke.
I'm gonna make sure everyone gets it.
In case you're blind, deaf,
well
and
played. She's got the Rampage again. I dared someone.
Well, you're trying to get me to fucking sleep in my car tonight or something like that. Out here constantly saying she got the Rampage tonight.
No, fuck. 6 out of 10. Endorsements on that. KJ, make one show Ring of Honor and the other show AEW. Fully endorse that. My dog.
Yeah, instead they make neither show Rampage or Ring of Honor or AEW. It's for certain not AEW. How you even said we've got Triple Mania involved. We've got New Japan's heavily involved. We've literally just become the Smart Mark Wrestling Show. Hey, you're waiting for Kermit the Frog. That's Tony Khan. It's Kermit the Frog. Just it comes to light the lights.
I was gonna say it's not easy being
the
green
show tonight.
I don't. There currently 9 matches announced for All Out. I really don't want them to add
9.
Yeah, don't add this match. I don't want to fucking see this match on a pay-per-view.
Bro, we already got the know they're going to add like 3 to 4. We already know they're going to probably allegedly add one that we can talk about that we're going to be here tomorrow night for.
What?
So where they're going to add Ricky on Ricky action.
Yeah. So that'll be 10, 11.
We're going to get Randy Leahy versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
With Dennis Rodman as a special guest referee.
It's either going to be Jim Leahy or it's going to be Dennis Rodman as the special guest enforcer.
Well,
in this Ricky on Ricky action.
Right. T's and P's to Mr. Leahy, and we'll see Dennis on Saturday. I hope not. I agree with Boston. AEW gonna add a 4th show and call it dysfunctional. Didn't they call that All Access?
That's season 2 of All Access. Dysfunctional.
Yeah. That's what I want. I want the real cameras from fuck the wrestling show now. Just film AEW like the Hills, and every once in a while you'll have a wrestling match, but just everyone fights in the back.
Don't they do that already?
No, I want more access.
No, you just want to watch the shit backstage. Like they already do that, which, by the way, the potential footage
I want to see it.
of the brawl in instead of the brawl out. Whoever has that, if that is an actual thing, you are sitting on a gold mine.
It has to be a thing, though. And I said the same thing about the fallout or brawl out. There should at least be video of like the Young Bucks and crew marching down the hallway. There's got to be some footage somewhere of it. People, oh, it's legal. And
I told you they're just going to air it at All Out and just call that as the Punk match. This man's going to go 2-2 in real fights.
In the next couple years, more and more people's contracts are going to come up, and people will shift around where they wrestle. Some people won't be returning. Some people will be moving on. Some people will resign. But I think we're going to hear more and more stories about the truth of the AEW locker room.
That's going to be one of those I'm sure you've dealt with it with being a hockey fan and everything like that, but us as NFL fans we get all the documentaries now that come out about all like the dysfunctional teams and everything like that. Like specifically the Danbury Trashers, I feel like is going to just be the equivalent of the AEW story.
Right.
Of just the little engine that could, and just everyone fought each other.
Right. I have cupcakes tonight from the supermarket. Cupcakes are okay. You didn't get any muffins? No muffins. I would.
Well, he's not old. He's not tired, and doesn't work with fucking children.
There you go. Don't say you want cupcakes in a Texas bar. It means something else. All right, moving on.
Stay away from from doing something strange for a little piece change.
Stay away from baked goods in Texas. Got it on my list. All Out is
unbroken. Your name is now Frosting.
Pause. All Out is going to be like swimming through a pile of trash to find a $5 bill. You accidentally threw it in there. You know what, though? I will take that a step further and say, but it could also be that time that you fucking stumble on 100. It could be. There's some intriguing good matchups there.
That's the thing is, I think that there's the potential that in ring, it's going to over deliver because we expect so little out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. I think both shows have a chance to surprise us. We're not going to like crazy hyped for either.
Yeah, no, they're going to outkick their coverage, I feel, when it comes to this weekend.
Let's hope so. We need a good weekend. Let's go. This is long. Nonsensical happy. Little horseshit is that. Steamboat versus Starks in a strap match. Yeah, I mean, again, I think Punk was supposed to be involved in this, guys.
Yeah, well, I had once Punk got suspended, people were out there of like T's and P's for Ricky Starks because his fucking push has died now.
Right. And if Punk's suspended, does that mean I guess that means he has no say, no hand, no contribution to that Saturday show. So Saturdays could be interesting for the next few weeks. And this week they're going up against Payback.
Right.
We're almost there. Last call, by the way, on anything for the chat. Jimmy needs to eat a Snickers because he's not himself.
That's when he turns into Jey Uso. That's how they switch. Who had a Snickers lately?
Right.
Too late, you jinxed, KJ. I don't know what you jinxed.
We're all jinxed. Unbroken, no, I haven't. Vance, that just mud. No toasted coconut.
No Samoas from Girl Scouts. What?
A big fan of. Anyway. Didn't see
no, 100%. That's number 2 out of Girl Scout cookies.
Right.
It's the 1A to the 1B of Thin Mints.
I mean, we almost call him meringue because he's unbroken. If you broke it, you lose it. Anyway, we're getting way down the track.
What the fuck?
Don't start the candy talk. Yeah, see, here we go.
I'm getting my guy. What in the name of Gordon Ramsay did you just say?
We got like a whole shit ton to do in the next 2 days, so we're gonna head towards Clearly, what happened to Karrion in the OC feud? What happened to Karrion is a better question.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 2 matches out of 9 that I'm intrigued by, and then 1 match I'm really excited for. 3 out of 9 ain't bad. Isn't that how they sing that song? 3 out of 9 ain't bad.
Shitty odds.
The only way Kenny and Takeshita match would be better is if Don Callis gets locked into a shark tank.
No. Don't say it because they'll do it. Don't say it because they'll do it.
It's Russo-esque. I could see Tony trying.
Bro.
Who was it that they put in the cage before, but they were skinny enough to fit through the cage? Was it Sammy? Remember they stuck everybody in a fucking cage?
Ellsworth?
But Sammy... No, in AEW.
No, it was in AEW?
Yeah, and I think
one
of them...
been Sammy. I thought you were saying just appeared. I think it was
Sammy?
Ellsworth.
No. I'm talking AEW, and literally they couldn't get the lock undone. Who is it? Anna Jay had the controls.
I don't know, but don't keep talking about Russo booking when it comes to AEW, because we'll get a fucking Sue on a forklift match here.
Right. For some reason, Raw was better. Yeah. Okay. Frosting 10 out of 10. No. 10-10. Frosting 10-10. What?
902.10.
KJ, it's 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Meatloaf. I know it's 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Thank you. Remember when I made that Rampage joke?
I would do anything to get us, but I won't do that.
It was JAS Jeff Parker. There you go. Dude was skinny enough to get through the fucking bars that he was caged in. He squeezed out with some butter. Thanks for the 10 out of 10 stream as always, boys. Yeah, folks, last call on alcohol and everything else in between. Steamboat can't wrestle more than 3 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. And on this is the final note. Right. Paradise by the dashboard.
Stop right there. I need to know right now.
I'm not going any further. I'm not going any further.
Can we go any further? Do you love me?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on that musical and wonderful note, that was our stream. Make sure you check out all the links. Thank you for being here. Thank you for making August our best month ever. We're about to break records in September as well. So be a part of the fun. And yeah, keep coming back. Go get yourself some merch. Nick, do your thing.
I was going to say, we're like WWE and AEW. We're still breaking records and still keeping growing.
I thought you meant because we go over.
Well, that's a given. But our shit is real. Our shit is raw. Our shit is authentic. When you talked about that wrestling, but to put that forward live with it.
See you on the flip side, folks. We got 2 pay-per-views. Don't miss them. Good night. Bye.